excited. Feel these nipples.
That boy is good.
Good and terrible.
Well, I have a microphone, and you don't.
So you will listen to every damn word I have to say!
This is the Mike Rutherford Show on the Big X.
The sportos, motorheads, geek bloods, wastoids, dweebies, they all adore him. They think he's a righteous dude.
The Mike Rutherford Show, presented by United Mechanical, your trusted partner for commercial and industrial HVAC, electrical, plumbing, and refrigeration. Call United Mechanical at 502-339-1133.
Well, I'll stand up next to a mountain, and I'll chop it down with the edge of my hand.
All right. Welcome, everybody. It is Wednesday, August 5th. This is the Mike Rutherford Show. We're coming to you live from the world-famous University of Louisville College of Business Studios here in the heart of back-to-school ready, Louisville, Kentucky. Cards fans, you can take accounting to a whole new level with U of L's Masters in Accounting and Analytics. In-depth data analytics courses allow you to achieve a new mastery of accounting in this AACSB accredited program, 11-month competitive internship opportunities, and full access to the Becker CPA exam review. Prepare you to graduate career ready in just 12 months. The first step to making this happen is hopping online and visiting business.louisville.edu. We are on the air today from 2:33 until 5:30 here on 1450 AM, 96.1 FM. We are streaming across the land, including on the Thornton's Big X Sports Radio Louisville YouTube stream. We are airing live on WBNA Channel 21. You know us better as the Big X. It's Mike Rutherford. It's Trevor Kelsey here with you on a Wednesday. As folks, we are a mere one day away from the start of Louisville football's fall camp. Football's basically here. It's right here. We've made it. It's right around the corner. We've got that to look forward to. We've got some other, this is going to be sort of a hodgepodge Wednesday, which is fine. It's typically our Weird Wednesday show. We'll be all over the place. Couple of non-sports stories, couple of sports stories, couple of would you rather questions for Trevor Kelsey and you guys on the Gameday Mens Health text line, 502-414-1450, as well as the Thornton's YouTube chat. It is these are the last slow days. And I'm realizing that if you want to spend time not dedicating 18 hours of your day to thinking, talking, reading, listening about Louisville sports, this is the time to get those thoughts out. This is the time to, read a book, spend time with the kids, take a trip, whatever you got to do. The last days are upon us. We are very, very, very close to the start of the beautiful journey that will kick off and not come to an end until hopefully early June next year with the Louisville baseball team, maybe making College World Series, maybe softball makes something happen. Who knows? But the good days they're right around the corner. Trevor Kelsey, he's always feeling the good days. Follow him on Twitter at Trevor Kelsey. TK, how we feeling on this Wednesday afternoon?
Kind of a rough day today, Mike.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I know. It's 2 steps forward, 3 steps back sometimes, I would think. So I go to leave today, and I don't know if you didn't notice the panelist van wasn't out there.
I did notice that, actually. Because you usually pulled up, right in front of the door. I took that spot today.
It's my VIP parking, yeah.
Yes.
Hey, first come, first serve, right? So I go to leave this morning, and luckily I leave. I leave usually giving myself plenty of time to get here. I usually get here 20 minutes before I'm supposed to be.
Can I guess what happened?
It'd take a while. Yeah, go and guess.
Van got stolen?
No.
Oh.
No, not that bad. Well, I don't know. Maybe. So I don't notice as I'm kind of cruising through my neighborhood streets because, it's residential. And as I go to pull on Westport Road, I hit the gas, and the car just, putts up, starts putting. And it won't go, anywhere near 20 miles an hour. The RPMs are, staying at 1.5. And I'm kind of putting down Westport Road, and I'm like, is this going to, I'm giving it a second. Maybe it's just going to be a hiccup, and maybe, I don't know, a bubble in the fuel line or something. I don't know. I know nothing about cars, which is also why this worries me. And so it does that, and I'm like, crap. I'm like, are you kidding me? I just got paid. And now it's going to be gone. I got to do it. Maybe. So I turn around. I call Scoots. I'm like, hey, I might be running late. Can you watch my back? He's like, yeah, I got you. So I turn around, go home, get mom's car, which I don't know if you know this, is very small. If you don't remember this or not.
Okay.
And it doesn't have AC. And it's very hard for me to both get in and out of this automobile. Like, I kind of have to bend in ways that I shouldn't have to bend without using Kama Sutra to do, to get into this car. My neck is very hurting right now. Like, I went from my elbow being better to my neck hurting now.
I've never heard the phrase using Kama Sutra as if it's like a tangible thing, like it's some sort of exercise aid.
Isn't that what yoga's based off of?
Something like that.
Okay. So that's how my day started. I feel like I'm one of these days coming. I need football to start very quickly because the non-football days are kicking me in the testicles, and I need to get them over with. We need to get sports here, and we need them now for me. I need Braum to cheer up my life. Are you done?
I'm sorry that happened to you, buddy.
Yeah. Well, how do you respond to that? Like, what do you like? Sucks to be you.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those, like, we talk about on the radio a decent amount, like minor inconveniences that just ruin your day.
Yeah.
We don't thank whatever deities out there enough for the lack of minor inconveniences when they're not happening. Because, we're all on sort of rigid schedules out there. The world's a busy place, a lot of stuff going on. And if you have a little not so minor wrench thrown into it, just screws up everything. And that's one of those things. Car trouble is absolutely one of those things.
For what it's worth, though, I did get here right on time for KRC, so he just had to sit through the first top of the hour break.
I did hear you on KRC.
Yeah,
so
I was on the very beginning of the show, so I did get here on time. I walked in as the intro was playing.
It was first segment. I had to run a couple of errands early this afternoon, and I did hear you and Peak talking. I did love right when you came back from break. You immediately started talking over Peak, which made me feel better because I was like, oh, it's not just me. That's nice. He just has no respect for any radio host on the station, which is good. So that was fun.
Yeah,
I enjoyed
Petrino. I'm not racist. Yeah. I hate everybody.
I enjoyed listening to you guys talk a little bit. I don't even remember what was going on.
We had a weird day. Well, we talked a little bit about.
It was not sports related. I know that.
Yeah, we talked about Kelly Coleman. He dropped a new video.
That's what it was. It was King Kelly Coleman.
He did a new video on there, which. It's fascinating that like all the work I know he puts into doing this video. I mean, hours, and it's like a 10-minute video. Oh, he's really good.
He's really good with video,
and it is very good. And
I wish I had that skill.
I tell him that all the time. I'm jealous of that. Really, I am. But but we a lot of stuff that wasn't involved in that, like some of the maybe apparently Coleman wasn't the nicest guy. His NBA career ended because he got in fights with players. I mean. Rupp was apparently the one that turned him in. West Virginia, ratted out West Virginia for supposedly cheating to recruit him because he didn't go to UK. I mean, just kind of all the, all the little stuff like that gets lost in the kind of like the Babe Ruth stuff. Like you talk about the greatness of Babe Ruth as a baseball player, and it gets lost in the story of he's adopting his mistress's baby, and all the he's doing womanizing and drinking and doing. It's kind of forgotten about in the heroism that is time, I guess.
Yeah.
And Kelly Coleman, locally particularly, I think is maybe one of those.
For sure. I mean, I don't know that much about him outside of the name and the scoring records. He's like the Wawa Jones. You hear the name get tossed around a lot, but I don't know the backgrounds a lot, nor do I really care that much if I'm being honest.
It's funny you say that because that was, I think, the players Peak mentioned that got in verbal issues with Coleman during recruiting.
Those are the two that always come up when you talk about the heyday of Kentucky basketball when players like Wawa and King Kelly Coleman
not to be confused with the gas station in Philadelphia.
By the way, not sure if Kelly Coleman would have been the king if a certain race of people had been allowed to play the game back then. Just saying, like
maybe
more of a jester if you'd had the actual kings of the sport who've been able to play.
The odd thing is,
but that's where 5 of UK's 8 national titles come from. So the rest of them.
Had he gone to West Virginia, he would have been a freshman with one named Jerry West.
Oh,
they were, of course. Jerry West took that West Virginia team to the national championship game, beating Louisville in the Final Four in 1959. And he would have been on that team. He did get drafted out of Wesleyan. I love this because this tells you like how far we've come. He was a second-round pick, 11th overall in the draft.
Oh yeah,
Jerry West was number 2.
I don't really care.
I know, but it did make me wonder, and he didn't tell me why. Like, wonder why Louisville was never like. Did he just know he wasn't as good as maybe they thought he was, or
I don't know.
Wonder why Louisville didn't go after him at that point.
Who knows? Maybe we just didn't care about players from out in the state. I don't know.
I'm curious. He was supposedly good.
Who knows? How are we feeling this Wednesday afterternoon? How was the Tuesday night, buddy? What'd you get into?
Tuesday night was solid.
Did you watch something?
Dark Side of the Ring. Dark Side last night.
Who was it on?
Less popular. In the 90s, WCW tried to act like they were bringing the Ultimate Warrior in.
Okay, I remember that.
They teased it, the ultimate surprise, and it turned out to be some like schmuck just looking like him.
Oh.
They called him the Renegade. It was on him. He does have a sad ending to his story, so that's, I think, why they told it. But I did watch that, and then I don't know why. This is like one of those weird things. Like, it just started right when I was ending that. I sat and watched all of the Force Awakens Star Wars movie again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which I do enjoy and love. And it also makes me mad because the other two after it kind of sucked. And they kind of ruined the second trilogy. But I forget how much I really enjoyed the original Force Awakens.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good movie.
I thought so. Also, it made me think, what's your etiquette on cheering at movies?
I frown upon.
Okay. Because I do remember when I saw this.
It's like people who clap when the plane lands. Same thing.
No, I did not. Like, I'm the same way. Like, I guess I shouldn't tell somebody they shouldn't express their feelings if they enjoyed something. Be you, do whatever want. But yeah, when you who are you clapping for at a movie theater? Because I remember that being like almost a standing ovation when I first saw Force Awakens in theaters. People were like, just, yes, it was good, go.
I will say,
and I'm like, the projectionist doesn't care.
There's a weird thing when you go to see a movie in theaters, which, by the way, quick aside, I love the fact that there's been kind of a movie theater renaissance this summer. Nice. Theater numbers are up. That's a cool thing. Maybe it's just me being nostalgic, but I do like that that's becoming kind of a resurgence. But there is a weird thing. When you watch a movie at home with a significant other or a family member or a friend or whatever, right when it ends, you kind of go into like what'd you think? Or you're like, oh, that was awesome, or oh, that sucked. When you're in the movie theater with a bunch of strangers, the theater's so loud, and it's this immersive experience, and then boom, it's over, credits roll, lights come on, it gets very quiet, and like it does sort of feel weird that there's no consensus reaction. Like I always start I'm like, what did everybody else think? Like I want to like just turn around and be like, what'd you guys think? Was it good?
I feel like people always wait till they're walking out like down the aisle out the door before
exactly
they
right.
Talk. Like we can't speak in the theater.
I know. Like we pick up you pick up the cups, you get your trash, and then once you get to the bottom and turn the corner, you're like, well, what'd you think?
Turn the corner
as you're walking. I also love the previews where like this looks good, or like that looks terrible, like after every single one. But there's no like I do kind of want to poll the audience. We just had this experience together. What did you guys think? Best movie you've ever seen? Worst movie you've ever seen? But at the same time, I don't like the clapping when the movie ends.
It's not like you're at a play where you're acknowledging the actors on
exactly.
They can hear, like, there's no one. I say projectionist is a joke, but I don't even think there's been a projectionist in a movie theater in like 30 years probably. I don't think they even use a human being to project. It's all machine.
Is there nobody who's there?
I don't
like
think so, right?
I don't know how theaters work anymore.
I don't either. I can't. I've never worked. Amazingly, that's one job I never had was movie theater. I don't think.
Kind of surprised me.
That's me too.
I can see like 90s Trev working in theater.
There's too many video stores to bounce around.
Well, that's true.
That's true. That's pretty much what it was. I don't think that. I mean, I was curious to wonder how long it's been since they've used projectionists. But then again, that's, I don't know. Like I said, and you're right. I mean, but you can tell when a movie's. I mean, you can hear people talking and whispering. It's no reason to get up and stand up and giving an ovation. There's no movie, as much as even I love, is worthy of that from me in a movie theater.
I agree with that. Even if I just saw the best movie I've ever seen in my life, I don't think I would get up and clap.
I mean, I want to ask people: do you do this at home? Like, I mean, I guess I don't know. We cheer for sports though.
There's also like the weird, like if
like when you're watching a sporting event, you
really heart wrenching, like very moving movie that has its start. Like if Schindler's List, is the perfect example. Fantastic film. If you've seen it, it definitely evokes tons of emotion. It sticks with you for a long time. But if you clapped at the end of Schindler's List,
well,
it would feel like the wrong type of gesture to make. I feel like.
What if you clap during like when the villain? I'm trying to think. I can't remember if a villain dies in a said movie. I can't remember.
I can understand that more.
Maybe like
I personally wouldn't do it, but I can see that happening and being like, all right,
like a Joffrey level character that you couldn't wait to see him get his in the end.
Like what is it? People always share their reaction videos for, and I don't. I'm not big in the Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
But is it Endgame when like a lot of people come back or whatever? There's some big moment in Endgame where I guess in theaters across the country, like the whole theater erupted. like I'm okay with that because it's more of like that's more of a I don't know like there's a fandom element to it. There's movie hero movies or superhero movies are just kind of like a different breed.
When Han Solo appeared, I remember this again when I went and saw Force Awakens. When Han Solo appears in the movie, people cheered.
Really?
Yeah. When it showed the Millennium Falcon before, she's like, "Oh, hey, let's go take that piece of junk," and it pans over. People were like, "Yay!" It's like,
interesting.
Really? I mean, like, yeah, I know it's interesting. It's not with you. Like, I want to do a social experiment with you people.
Are you ready for our watch list update of the day?
Well, as in like the game we didn't even talk about that I watched?
No. The watch list season.
Oh,
there are
okay.
a million watch lists in college football.
My bad, wrong watch. Okay.
And every single day, they do this thing. If there's a known starter at a position, they essentially make the watch list for that position, and it's a smart thing for all these trophies to do because you get as much like. Nobody knows who like the top center award is unless they're like, oh, Lance Robinson's on the Remington Award watch list, and it's all of that type of thing.
It's like Meet the Mechanic. Are you making that up, or is that what it's really called?
That's what it's really called.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
That's why they do these things, and so today, Brody Foley has been named to the preseason watch list for the Mackey Award, which goes to the best tight end in college football.
I knew that one.
So shout out to Brody Foley.
John Mackey doesn't get enough credit as a tight end.
Does not get enough credit as a tight end. I've been saying that for years, Trev.
The guy could have probably played current ball at tight end. He was like 6'4", 260 at tight end.
I mean, I'm not going to pretend to know the dimensions, but props to you.
Thank you.
That's very cool.
Probably off by an inch and 10 pounds, but you know what I mean.
Are you ready for I don't want to have a lengthy conversation about this because I'm not entirely sure. This is one of those topics around here that sort of splits the audience where it's horse racing. And I know you don't care that much about it, but still, like it's part of the DNA, the fabric of the Louisville sports world. And there is a big story / big controversy surrounding horse racing right now. I feel like the people that get into it get really into it, but the people that aren't into it are like, I don't care at all. So we will limit this conversation to like 5 minutes here. But have you seen what's going on with the Preakness right now?
No, inform me.
So if you haven't noticed, like the last 2 years, both the Derby winners for 2026 and 2025 have skipped the Preakness.
Yes.
And this has become a increasing trend over the years because the Preakness is just 2 weeks after the Derby. Everybody's worried about the long-term ramifications of running horses that quickly. Once you win the Derby, all you have to do is like not die as a horse, and you are going to be sold for millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars to just eat and bone for the rest of your life.
About the low as you can set the bar, I think.
And I don't know if you knew this, but that money doesn't go to the horse directly, Trevor. There are human beings that actually get that money. So those human beings, recognizing that they stand to win millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars if they just have a horse that does not break down at a race, are understandably hesitant to run the horse that has already accumulated that much money and fame and notoriety by running them in the Preakness. Now, you could argue, well, you gain more notoriety if you could win the Triple Crown, which is absolutely true, but it's also true that the Triple Crown, because it's been done a handful of times over the past 15 years, it is no longer that white whale that it was before American Pharoah broke the lengthy streak.
How many times has it happened since the Seattle Sluice stretch?
What, 3 times now?
Has it been 3? I can't remember, yeah.
You had,
right.
Pharoah, you had, Justified, who was kind of the,
so that's 3 times in 46 years.
American Pharoah, Justified. Wasn't there one more?
I can't remember. I remember the American Pharoah, but I just couldn't remember. Because wasn't it Big Brown that was supposed to do it but didn't?
There were several. Big Brown came close. California Crumb came close. I guess it's just those 2 since then. Still, you've had one in the last decade. It's a rare feat, but it's not what it was in 2015, where it was 40 years since the last time this has happened. So it's a risk-reward type situation, and a lot of times the owners, the trainers, the whatever, are saying the risk simply isn't worth it. The result of this is that the Triple Crown has been extremely devalued. The primary reason for people to watch the Preakness is to see if the Derby winner wins the Preakness. When you have no Derby winner, the TV ratings go down, the attendance goes down. Also, Pimlico's a dump, and so they've moved the Preakness from Pimlico for the last couple of years.
It doesn't help.
It does not help, but there still has been a lot of back and forth about where the Preakness belongs in horse racing. And earlier this week, the Thoroughbred Racing Association, they announced this new this new sort of like series, which does not include the Preakness anymore. They've got it's like the Derby, the Belmont, the Matt Wynn Stakes, and all this stuff. And
Who's Matt Wynn?
Matt, he's a big horse racing guy. He was steakhouse, horse like Jeff Ruby. Most steakhouses get very, very involved in horse racing, but this new series, the attempt is to try to lure in more horse racing fans post Derby, and keep them locked in for as long as they possibly can. And I don't know if it does anything. Some guy texted me or responded to me today on Twitter and was like, if we have a Derby winner who wins the Belmont and then you have the Matt Wynn Stakes back at Churchill Downs, you'll have 100,000 people attending to see if this horse can win all three of those races. And I was like, I hope you're right. I really don't think you're right though. Like I don't think, because keep it like it's not going to be the international event that the Kentucky Derby is. It's just primarily going to be horse racing fanatics and citizens of Louisville, and I'm not sure there's enough of those to come together to make that a 100,000 people at Churchill Downs type event.
Probably a good crowd though, I would think.
I mean, better than a typical
Tuesday or whatever,
summer meet crowd or spring meet crowd. I think that's accurate. But so the Belmont has now, or the Preakness, I should say, has reacted to this. And by the way, there was a huge bidding war on the TV rights for the Preakness, so it's not like
it's on NBC, isn't it?
It's been on NBC for a long time. They received significant pressure from, I think, Netflix wanted the Preakness. ESPN got in there a little bit. Fox got in there a little bit. I mean, the Preakness, despite not having the Derby winner of the last 2 years, it still draws like 3.8 million viewers.
It's still live sports. And TV knows, and they've learned it. This is why wrestling, WWE got to take the Fox behind the woodshed with their contract by convincing them they were live sports, was because live sports moves the needle because it's something you watch live and don't DVR, so it can sell way more.
Live sports are still a big thing, and horse racing. Those three races are still big draws when it comes to standard TV ratings. So the Preakness announced today they've done the deal that they're re-upping with NBC, and they're moving the race back. It's now going to be, instead of the third Saturday in May, it's going to be the fourth Sunday in May. So they're going to run it on Sunday. I think that's Memorial Day weekend. They'll have the Black-Eyed Susan, which is sort of the Oaks race for the Preakness, on Saturday instead of Friday. And they're like, cool, problem solved. Here's the problem, though. The Belmont's not moving. So
why won't they move then?
So now you've got Derby, and then it used to be 2 weeks off until the Preakness, and then 3 weeks off until the Belmont, and now it's Derby, 3 weeks off until the Preakness, and then 2 weeks off to the Belmont. It solves nothing. You still have two of the Triple Crown races that are just 2 weeks apart. I don't know why this is so complicated. To me, it seems very straightforward. First Saturday in May, Derby. First Saturday in June, Preakness. First Saturday in July, Belmont. You can lump it into 4th of July weekend. It can become like a whole thing. What is preventing the horse racing folks from doing this? The big pushback that you'll hear is like, well, the Triple Crown is supposed to be tough. And that's the closeness of those races is part of what's made it so difficult, and that's tradition. Okay, I can agree with that. If you want the Derby winner to keep skipping at least one leg of the Triple Crown and have it essentially be meaningless to the average American sports fan, we can keep it status quo. We can keep tradition alive. If you want people to tune into those races and be genuinely intrigued and have the potential for an American Pharaoh type moment in 2030 or 2035 or whenever, you need to change the dates of the races, and it should not be that hard.
Yeah, first of all, and I understand like you said, the argument. Well, aside from, because I am big on tradition as well myself, as you probably know, and I would like to see it stay the Triple Crown in the order that it is. I don't think adding an extra week, like you said, you're planning on doing, first Saturday, May, June, July, I don't see how that's an issue. It shouldn't be a problem. Now, again, if the debate is, well, it's hard to, the time issue is what makes it hard. I would think winning 3 races in a row against against the hardest competition in the world is pretty hard in its own right, whether you have an extra week or not to train, wouldn't you not? I mean,
yes, for sure.
I think that's kind of also in the length of the races compared, the changing. Now, on the other hand, and I know where we're talking millions and millions of dollars and all these things, we're also talking about what 3-year-old, is it 3-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 3-year-old horses. They can't race 2 races in 3 weeks. I mean, is it really that damaging? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know horses well enough. I clearly don't know cars. I mean, I barely know sports.
Yeah, the whole thing, it strikes me in the same tone as the whole
it's like when
players getting paid and jumping schools from one. Like, I understand that it's like why these, like Michael Brown sitting out towards the end of last year. I didn't like it, certainly because he plays for my team, but I can kind of understand parts of it. This is sort of the same deal where, like, I would like to keep tradition alive and have it Derby 2 weeks off, Preakness 3 weeks off, Belmont, just because it's so tough. I mean, but I put myself in the position of this. If someone came to you today and was like, hey, all you got to do is not race your horse in a race and you're guaranteed to have like $125 million.
Hard to say no.
You're probably being like, all right, yeah, I'll err on the side of caution. And I get that. We got to go to break.
I know. We can
talk
about this on the other side.
We can talk about it a little bit on the other side. We'll also get into some football discussions. I've got a couple of would you rathers for Trevor Kelsey, as well as the Gameday Men's Health text line. We'll get to all that after the break. It's the 3 o'clock hour. It's next here on 1450 and 96.1 Big X Sports Radio.
Everybody wanna talk like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move their lips. Just a bunch of gibberish. Act like they forgot about Dre. Nowadays, everybody wanna talk like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move their lips. Just a bunch of gibberish. Act like they forgot about Dre. So what do you say to somebody you hate? Or anyone trying to bring trouble your way? One of his old things in the blood of your way.
John Spears for M&M Cartage. You see those trucks riding down the road with the M&M Cartage sign? You could be a driver or work as a mechanic on one of those trucks. For 45 years, M&M Cartage has been a locally family-owned transportation company, and they're currently hiring those drivers and mechanics. To join their team, go online to mmcartage.com to apply. Headquartered in Louisville with locations in Cincinnati, Indianapolis, Morristown, Tennessee, and Detroit. That's mmcartage.com to apply.
Guns, gears, and great deals. Say it with me. Everything concealed carry. With over 1,000 firearms in stock, you'll find exactly what you're looking for. Shop SIG, Smith & Wesson, HK, Glock, and more. Plus the best selection of used guns in Louisville. Looking for premium? Check out Kimber, Dan Wesson at Wilson Combat. We pay cash for guns, and we always have specials. Visit Everything Concealed Carry, 10306 Taylorsville Road in the heart of J-Town. Everything Concealed Carry, your best shot at a great deal.
Defining a new era in men's health, Gameday Men's Health delivers real results. No shortcuts. From testosterone replacement, weight loss, to peptides, vitamins, and sexual performance therapy, they will have you covered. From their in-house lab that gives you answers in just 15 minutes in our clinic that is designed for men who value speed, privacy, and most importantly, results. Visit GamedayMen'sHealth.com. Real men, real science, real change. Visit GamedayMen'sHealth.com.
Calling all young golfers. The PGA Junior League at Old Capitol Golf Club is the perfect way to learn the game, make new friends, and compete in a fun, team-based environment. Open to boys and girls of all skill levels, our PGA Junior League is coached by PGA professionals, helping kids build confidence on and off the course. Join the team and experience golf like never before. Sign up today at Old Capitol Golf Club and let's tee it up.
Call me, Chad Hennessy, at 502-479-4085. When design is key to your landscape project, give Walnut Ridge Landscape and Design a call at 812-288-6691. Walnut Ridge has more experience than any landscape company in the area. Remember, Walnut Ridge Landscape and Design. When design is key to your project and you want the most experienced landscaping company in the area. Give Walnut Ridge a call at 812-288-6691. Walnut Ridge Landscape and Design. When design is key.
Honey Baked Ham in New Albany is the perfect spot for a healthy alternative to fast food. They provide a variety of freshly made sandwiches, as well as salads and delicious soups. And you can dine in or take it to go. They also have many dinner options such as ham, turkey, frozen sides, and desserts, which provide a complete meal. Catering is also available for small groups or large gatherings. Call Honey Baked Ham today, 812-941-9426, or visit them, 3602 North Gate Court, Suite 23 in New Albany.
We've had a dry week so far, but today we could start to see the return of 1 or 2 small showers that could pop on the radar. Most areas will remain dry and a little more humid. High of 89, but the feels-like temperature will get into the lower 90s. Warm tonight, around 70 for a low. A few downpours possible, especially near Louisville and points east as we head into your Thursday. For the Wave Storm Track team, I'm meteorologist Brian Good.
This is Dugan Ryan. I would love the opportunity to talk with you about how we can help grow your business and have your business's brand associated with Big X Sports Radio. Give me a call today at 812-725-1457.
This is Kentuckiana's only locally owned sports talk, The Big X, AM 1450 and 96.1 FM, WXVW Jeffersonville.
Headed down south to the land of the pines. I'm thumbing my way to North Carolina, staring up the road and pray to God I see headlights.
I've never heard this song before.
I made it down the coast.
It's the 3 o'clock hour here, the Mike Rutherford Show, 1450, 96.1 Big X Sports Radio.
Hold on, check this out. Listen to this. The chorus is coming. It's really interesting.
What do they say?
They want to rock me, baby. Mama.
We're running the risk of being banned in Belarus again here.
You do.
You better turn that down.
I know since you've never heard the song, you know the story behind it?
Besides the fact that it was Old Crow Medicine Show?
Hey, you do know the song, you liar.
What do you mean the story behind it?
The chorus was just a instrumental with chorus Bob Dylan song, like in the 60s.
Oh.
And they heard it and they added, so everything outside the chorus is written by Old Crow Medicine Show.
Oh.
But just the guitar riff and the music.
I did not know this.
Instrumental was on it's on a Bob Dylan album.
That's a good fact.
And all he did was rock me, mama. He just did that part, yeah.
All right, very cool.
And then Darius Rucker did it.
But if you are Hootie? Hootie?
I have a friend that looks kind of like Hootie, and
are you
gets so mad when I call him Hootie.
No, I am not Hootie. One of the best parts of Jerry Maguire. Hey, if you're following along on the Thornton's YouTube stream, go ahead and download the Earnify app today. It helps make every visit to Thornton's count. Members save 5 cents per gallon every day. They earn points on fuel and convenience purchases. They also receive a 250-point welcome offer, so download that Earnify app today and start earning at one of the area's 34,265 Thornton's locations. I've got did you have a thought you wanted to finish on the horse racing conversation?
Just that I guess
people are like, no.
Well, because I am in the middle where I do love and appreciate a tradition.
Sure.
I think when the horse that won the Derby won the Belmont this year, and they were like bragging, I'm like, what are you bragging about? Because you didn't even race in the Preakness like a wimp, and it kind of bugged me. I think that the thing I would say to the
women. That's me.
That's why I want to get a mail order bride. Apparently,
clearly you hate women.
No, they just
Golden Tempo.
I love
hate Sherry DeVoe.
I love them. They hate me. Is what it seems to be. I guess bottom line is that if the changing is the biggest aggravation to the traditionalists, I like to point out that there's probably a good chance, whether I can't use an example or not, of things that have evolved and changed over the last 60 years or 100 years of this race.
Sure.
Going on. That has the race has evolved in a certain way. Like I don't think they always use starting gates.
They didn't.
Exactly. I mean,
they used to have the auxiliary gate. Now it's all one big 20 gate.
Yeah, I mean, there's multiple things that have changed and as we've evolved over time. I think you can maybe give a little bit of leeway to adding an extra break between the races to, in the long run, keep what is the most important thing, the tradition of 1 race, 2 race, 3 race in the particular order.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm somebody who's in control of horse racing, I say, do I want to preserve tradition at the expense of the sport? Because I don't think there's any way that I would assume that everybody involved in thoroughbred racing wants to happen is to abandon tradition a little bit. Like you run if you don't change things, the writing's on the wall. This is going to continue to happen. You're going to continue to have Kentucky Derby winners and honestly the biggest challengers from the Derby choose not to run in the Preakness. So if you're okay with that, okay, cool. If you're not, which I would assume you would not be, you're going to have to make changes. I think it's a relatively straightforward thing.
Kind of like was it James Franco movie? He had to cut off his foot to survive.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you.
What was that, 27 days?
I think so. Yeah.
Hours.
It felt like it.
Yeah. It was not a great. Not my favorite.
Neither nor I, but yeah, it's kind of in that tradition. Like sometimes you just maybe you have to cut off a toe to save the foot.
127 Hours is the name of the movie.
I did feel like that watching it.
I've been listening to that What to Carry, What to Burn podcast. It's all these survival stories. I'm like, every single one that I listen to, I'm like, I mean, I would just die. And every now and then there's a character in these stories that's just completely helpless, who just doesn't help out with anything. And it's just like, we're all going to die. It's pointless. And just sits there and ends up dying. I'm like, that would have been me. Like, that would be me. I don't think I would mock the people actively trying to help out as much as some of these horrible humans, but I would absolutely be the one who is like, I don't think I got it in me. Like, this is where it ends. I'm going to try to find the prettiest place on this island and just look at the sky for a little bit, get covered by bugs and snakes, and just call it a life. It's over. I'm done.
Tap out.
Just tapping out. I'm done.
Speaking before you, but I do have a beef with you on pop culture stuff.
Okay.
So I was kind of looking for something before I fell, into the Force Awakens watching, which happened at like 11, so it took me to the end of the night.
Did you give Widow's Bay a shot?
I love where you were going. Your mind is. We're like ESPN over here.
Uh-huh.
I go to watch Widow's Bay on Prime.
Oh, I told you that. It's on Apple TV.
It's on Apple. The one I don't
I'm
get.
sorry. That's my bad.
It's like, I almost texted you and thought, you know what? This is better to call him on the air.
Yeah.
I'm going to wait for this.
That's my fault.
So I looked at it and I was like, you got to be if I have Apple TV, trust me, I'm watching season 3 of Shrinking because I am behind on that.
There's that, and Lasso's coming back.
I'm not into the
Lasso
season, new Lasso season.
If it makes you feel better, I do. Every single night I've gone to watch that show, I think I pull up Prime, and then I'm like, where the hell is it? And then I end up having to go to Apple TV.
On a positive note, when it did inform me that I can get a free trial of Apple TV now.
I used to do it.
But then but if I do that, do I watch season 3 of Shrinking on it, or do I start Widow's Bay?
I would say Shrinking.
I kind of want to get
just because I know you already like the show.
Yeah,
I think you'll like Widow's Bay, but there are no guarantees.
I did look at the it's 10 episodes. I did kind of skim through the trailer.
It's very good.
It did look enticing.
It's very good.
It did. So I'm going to probably watch it.
I've got a Would You Rather that was posed to me last night.
Okay.
And I gave an answer. I genuinely had to think about it. I'm not big on Would You Rather radio, but every now and then we have a question that I think demands like a couple minutes of conversation.
That, do you think my answer is going to be weird?
No, but I am curious to hear what you say.
Okay.
So the Would You Rather was you win one, you lose one. You get a chance to pick it.
Okay.
You can win the opening football game at Ole Miss. Huge deal. Preseason top 10 team could catapult you into national relevance immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can win the men's basketball game at Kentucky, where we have not won since 2008.
I'm well fully aware of that.
Second straight win over the Cats. Pat Kelsey goes to 2-1 over Mark Pope. It's a good sign that good things are on the horizon for basketball things. I mean, this is a classic. The football game clearly matters more to that respective season just because there are fewer games.
Yeah.
And that's, on paper at least, the best team on your schedule. The basketball game, I think, probably matters more to the psyche of the overall fan base. And it's all about, I think Kentucky's going to be pretty good. I don't think they're going to be great, but that's going to be it would be a good win for your resume, but it doesn't do for your overall resume what beating Ole Miss on a neutral site would do for the football team's overall resume. At the end of the day, which do you choose?
I'm assuming the one I picked to win, the other's an automatic loss.
The other's an automatic loss.
Gotcha.
It's no like, we could see what happens.
Yeah.
Because that kind of changed my answer too.
It would obviously change my answer. I don't know. Because everything you say, it's like you're in my mind sometimes when you're giving your reasoning. It's like quit taking my time. That's what I wanted to say. I think I'm going to pick the basketball game.
Ooh, okay.
And here's the reason why. One, not that other than the criteria that I think we could beat Ole Miss anyway. But if we lose to Ole Miss, we can still win out and be in the playoff.
Sure. I mean, or you could still go like 10-2 and make the AACC championship.
Oh, no, we'll win out. Don't worry.
Okay.
It's Braun we trust. So we can win out. The Kentucky game, yes. In the grand scheme of things, in the regular season, March, it doesn't matter. It literally makes no impact at all almost. But for my life, it does.
Sure.
And for our life, it does here locally. Like, I can spend an entire year ignoring someone being like, well, you lost Ole Miss in football, more than I can ignore them reminding us how we still can't win in Lexington.
I mean, think about how often we invoke that game in years where we win. I mean, it's been almost a year since we played that basketball game, and the comeback for everybody whenever UK is like, Kelsey can't win the big one. You guys suck against good teams. Like, didn't we beat you by 8 last year?
I mean, we swept them, by the way. The broom was out, baby.
And they were both pretty, like, lopsided victories, which helps. Like, it helps, I think, our overall mental well-being so much to win those games.
Yes, yeah.
Like, it's a big
I know
deal.
it's selfish, maybe.
It's 100% selfish.
Okay, good. Well, I mean, at least we're aware of it. It's not as bad when you're self-aware of it.
You got to be at least a little bit selfish to be a hardcore sports fan.
I mean, yeah. So, and like I said, the positive note is that we lose to Ole Miss. We went out literally the rest of the season. We win the ACC championship. We're in the and you know what? We meet Ole Miss in the tournament, and we get revenge and we beat them.
Man, see, I lean towards when I was like my answer that I gave to my buddy was Ole Miss.
Ole Miss is a victory?
Taking the Ole Miss guaranteed win.
Okay.
Just because I think it's so important for this team to win one of those first 2 big games in September. And if you had the guaranteed win over Ole Miss, it's such a huge thing to have in your back pocket.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, there's also the possibility that Ole Miss ends up, like you've said a couple times, like not being that good. And we go nuts over this Labor Day weekend win, and we vault up the rankings, and then we look back in the late October, and Ole Miss is like 4-5, and we're like, it doesn't look nearly as good. I mean, the more important win, if I could pick one, I'd pick the SMU game, just because I think it matters more for our overall season.
Agreed, it does.
And the Kentucky win, like you've said, and like we've always said when we lose that game and we tell ourselves, like, it doesn't mean much in the grand scheme of things. Like, you can still go out there, and if you're great in January, February, and March, you can have a phenomenal season. It is more about just having to hear about it from the other side for the next 365 days. I think this is a really good question because I'm really torn. I mean, football would seem like the obvious answer.
Was 08-09 last time we beat UK back-to-back years as well?
In basketball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
we beat Gillespie twice. We've not won back-to-back games against them since.
That was, yeah. So, I mean, that you can add that to maybe the pros and cons.
It's depressing when you say it.
I know it is.
You know?
I know, it's very depressing. And here's the thing, like, it was Kentucky, and listen, Kentucky fans can do this. It goes both ways. Like, if Kentucky, say, for instance, they go to the Elite Eight and we lose in the Sweet 16, and we beat them in regular season, they're going to be like, well, we went farther. You couldn't beat us. Then you know that in either direction that argument goes, it eats you up.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter. We got to the Final Four. You got lost in the Final Four. You lost in the second round. We beat your rear end. Shut up. Like, it's because that's all you want to be able to brag about going farther, but when it comes to the rivalry, it's a matter of who wins.
Yeah, I mean, they've done the thing where we haven't advanced farther in the tournament than they have since, 2015 or 2013, one of those years.
Yeah.
And it does bother me because we were better than they were last year. We beat them head-to-head. We were a better seed in the NCAA tournament. But at the end of the day, I mean, largely because of a half-court shot at the buzzer, they ended up going just as far as we did in the tournament. And, you know, you'd love to be able, as much as you love, excuse me, coughed right in the mic.
Sorry.
You'd love to be able to say that you beat them. I think it's becoming, we need to go farther than them in the tournament when we feel like we're a more stable program. We feel like, I think most Louisville fans feel like we've got the better roster going into the season right now. And if we feel like we've got the better coach and the brighter future, okay, it's time to start going a little bit deeper in the NCAA tournament than they do.
I mean, it's the whipped
and you
cream
can still
on the
do that
bragging
without
rights.
winning the game.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but you want to win the game.
You want to win the game. I mean, I lean Ole Miss football just because it's so hard to pick a basketball game over a football game when you've only got 12 of them, and every game matters so much when you're Louisville, and the margin for error is so slim if you want to be a playoff team or a playoff contender. But
especially with our schedule and not being the most enticing.
I really want to we are long overdue for winning in Lexington. Long overdue.
Not to mention, give us back-to-back sweeps. Yeah. We've only done that. I don't think when we beat them back-to-back, we beat them in sweeps back-to-back that years. Because I think, didn't we lose?
Well, that was the Cragthorpe era.
Yeah, so I know we did. Exactly.
We did not. Yeah.
We were the first. We did get the first sweep in the series.
We did.
That was, I think, the Maben year when we blew them out in basketball, like 98 or something. What it was, maybe 97, 99 possibly.
98. Yeah.
Okay. I do remember because
98-99 year.
I still have a photo of one of my best friends, our man Say, diehard UK fan, had to take a picture wearing a big foam U of L hat and holding a broom.
That's tough. And for a long time, that was the only sweep in the season.
It took forever, yeah.
And then I think it was the Cragthorpe, the 2010, 2011, where I think Cragthorpe's last year.
I wonder how many. Do they have more sweeps? Are they like? It's like
they do now because
3-1 maybe or 3-2.
They've got more than 3 because I mean they had the 4-game winning streak.
Oh yeah.
They had a run there in football where they beat us 7 times in 8 years.
Something like
and the
that,
basketball team was kind of rolling over us at that point too.
The football series has always done that.
Yeah. So I think that they've.
So but you know what? That's all in the past. Who cares?
We've got the only active sweep.
We've got the current broom. Okay. You've got your 2000 Dell computer over there. We've got the nice big supercomputer, the current Dell.
Agreed. So you're going basketball. I'm leaning slightly towards football, but I'm very torn. It's a great question. Give us your answer on the Gameday Mens Health text line 502-414-1450. Something came up last night. Or at least I saw it for the first time last night. I guess it was posed out there earlier in the day. A lot of people have talked about, NIL and the portal and gimmicky elements of college sports now as programs try to fundraise more and more so that they can field competitive rosters. Akron took things to a place that I was not expecting things to go just yet.
I saw this briefly, but fill me in, yeah.
So, in an effort to try and sell more season tickets, Akron announced yesterday that they're going to make history and allow one lucky season ticket holder to design the opening drive of the first home football game of the season when they host Robert Morris. I mean, my initial thought was like, oh my God, like that's a ballsy thing to do. My second thought was, how bad do you feel if you're Robert Morris right now? Where you're like, what? It's not like we're playing, Michigan. We're playing frickin' Akron, and they're still like, yeah, we're confident enough that we're going to let a fan call the plays on our opening series. So one lucky fan is going to be able to script the opening drive in the home opener. You get an extra chance to win with every new season ticket holder that you refer. There's a random drawing that's going to be held on August 19th. I've seen like some celebrities have gotten involved, like Big Cat at Barstool is like, I'm now an Akron season ticket holder. I've got to be able to draw this. I mean, if you're Robert Morris, knowing this now, you've got to be prepared for a bomb on the first play of the game, right? Like there's no way that someone's like off tackle, handoff, I-28, handoff to the right side. Let's go. I mean, whoever's calling the play is like, we're going deep. Flea flicker. Let's do it.
Okay, two things. One, I'm in the same mindset as you, but I thought a little bit differently. I was like, I didn't know Robert Morris had a football team.
I wasn't sure that they did either.
Even if it is D2, which I'm sure whatever D2, whatever they call it now. And second, like you were like insulted as Robert Morris. I'm more thinking if I'm the Akron head football coach.
Or the offensive coordinator.
Or you're the offensive coordinator. I'm like, what the bleep, man? And by the way, do you know who Akron's head football coach is?
No clue.
I looked at it and I saw who it was last year and I thought, well, maybe I double check to see if they didn't replace him. Nope. It's still Joe Moorhead, who won a bowl game.
He did.
At Mississippi State. He's been at Akron now the last, this will be his 5th year. His win totals go in order 2, 2, 4, 5. So they've improved literally every year, slowly but surely.
Things are going pretty well.
They're going up. So that's where my mind went in terms of the insulting and laughing part of it. I think both can be used and dissected. The other thing is if I'm Robert Morris, I'm winning this contest. Like, I'm like, dude, can we get somebody, the very first play, quarterback drops back, throws the ball up in the air, and hands it to a defensive lineman. That's what our first
You're
play
going
is.
like a reverse Connor Stallions here. You're undercover as a fan.
Yes.
You're loading up in the lottery. You're buying $100,000 worth of season tickets just to try and call plays where you're like the one guy's calling the play, and then he immediately gets on the phone and calls the defensive coordinators. We're running off the right side.
There's a classic, and I use classic loosely, King of the Hill episode where they go to a bowl game, but the Big 12 title game between Texas and Nebraska, and Bob he's trying to get Bobby into football. Anyway, long story is they sneak into a donor's lounge, and during a big part of the game, the Texas coach calls the donor to be like, "What should I do? What should I do?" And or Nebraska's coach, calls, and Bobby's like, or Hank's like, "Oh, just do a coffin punt kick." And he's like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, do it. It'll work." and it somehow works and Nebraska does win. But that's if I'm Mark Morris, I'm doing that. Yeah, like do the flea, not a flea flicker, but just put the ball on the ground and run backwards.
Yeah, see, my mom went to the American Dad episode where they run 29 flea flickers in a row.
I love our we all go cartoons.
Yeah,
though.
because he gets to. But I mean, this is.
I mean, what's the overall bidding going to be for this? You think?
Well, it's a random draw for a season ticket holder.
Well, how many season tickets do they have? Like 15, 20?
They got more now. People are joining up. It's a brilliant idea, I guess, because they clearly have gotten attention for the program and they have increased season ticket sales. But I didn't think that we would get to this point this quickly, where it's in an effort to raise funds, we're literally letting fans coach the team for a portion of a game.
Well, Josh Pastner's selling the team. I mean,
it's nuts.
I mean, did I not see an article yesterday briefly where LSU is now selling stock in their program?
I didn't see that. I'm not shocked.
Private, yeah, say to Ian over here, private equity.
Not shocked.
I mean, they're you can basically ride the stock market through LSU football.
It's.
I mean, I do have a question. You might not know the answer to this.
Okay.
Because I'm curious, because I can't imagine it being. How much do you think a package for season tickets to make you eligible for this at Akron is?
$108.
You think is that? Do you know that, or you?
No, I'm guessing. I thought you had the answer.
Okay, no, I don't. I was just, so if it's like under 200, how do you want to get in it with me and see if we can win this?
No.
Oh, come on! How awesome! On the Mike Rutherford show,
they start
reveal the Akron first drive.
God, that would be so cool. They start as low as $75 and are as high as $181. Depends on your seats.
That's cheaper. It's cheaper to get season tickets to Akron football than go see a TBT game at Historic Memorial Coliseum.
Which I don't know who that says. Who that reflects more poorly on.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Probably Akron. Honestly, it's I think very straightforward.
Those bottom level seats were like $150 for those games.
All right, so it's $75.
Okay,
is what it costs.
I think we should do it.
There's still a lot of tickets available. This may shock you.
That's what I said. What are our odds? Like 1 in like 150, maybe.
You can get season tickets at the club level for $166.
A game or for the
whole thing?
I mean, how many? Do they have like 3 home games?
You're sitting in the low section for $75.
Also, what if you're doing this? What stops you from like? Is this the line you've driven in the sand?
I mean, you got to assume that other schools are going to see this and mimic it and probably take it a step farther. I mean, yeah, if you're Akron, at what point? If you're 2-7, the season's essentially done. Are you just like, okay, for next year, you can coach the team if you buy season tickets for 2027.
It wasn't
our 10th game.
It wasn't a very good movie starring Whoopi Goldberg, but it's happened.
Eddie,
yes, Eddie.
Go.
She got to coach the team.
It's wild to me. Wild to me.
That's where we've come to. I mean, Eddie, Blue Chips. How advanced were we? Did we not realize? We were telling the future better in sports movies than Back to the Future was with hoverboards.
Sometimes art precedes life. A lot of Black Mirror episodes look very prescient right now.
Isn't that a TV show?
Yeah.
Never saw it.
It's a lot of stuff that was supposed to be in the not-so-distant future that is actually becoming in the not-so-distant future. It's creepy.
What could Louisville offer on this line of things that would entice Mike Rutherford to even throw down?
Well, first of all, it would piss me off if Louisville did this. Can you imagine something similar? Our actual sports could be compromised because we got to raise some funds. I mean,
during Kenny Payne basketball era, I wouldn't have bothered me so much because I think the fan probably would have done better than
exactly.
me.
I mean, I would have loved to have seen it just because I think the results would have been better if we'd had a random fan coaching the team.
Probably.
I mean, in this new era, access is going to be the thing that people want the most and what they're willing to spend for. And I do think that U of L is going to recognize that. And, we'll see. I think Floyd Street Media's, they're launching their new version of themselves. And I think they're going to try to have some, you can go to a practice if you donate this much. And that's going to be the big thing there. But beyond that,
I mean,
I don't know. You can pick the music for a home game. That would be kind of cool.
I would say going, I'm being on the field, but I mean, you and I can just do that through media credentials. I mean, it's
but regular fans can't.
That's true.
And they might want to do that. You get a spot on the sidelines.
We are spoiled in that way, I guess.
You can wear the coaching outfit and act like you're a coach.
You can only get so close, but yeah, or maybe being access in the locker room. I don't know. I mean, before a game, I guess that would be pretty cool. Or just being able to have access if you, like you said, you are a fan, just to the media experience.
Let's go to break.
Just don't cheer in there like Bob Dominy does.
Let's go to break. When we come back, we'll have some chats from you guys on the YouTube Thornton's YouTube stream, as well as the Game Day Men's Health text line. The number there is 502-414-1450. It's hour number 2. It's your hour after the break. 1450 96.1 Big X Sports Radio.
So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain.
Hey there, New Albany. This is Mayor Jeff Gahan. It's another year here in our River City, and what better time to show your support for our high school's athletic programs. Whether it's basketball or football, track and field or soccer, swimming or tennis, our Bulldogs are giving it their all on the field and court. So let's rally behind them, New Albany. Come out to the games, cheer them on, and let's make some noise. Let's show everyone what it means to be a part of the best city in Southern Indiana. Go Bulldogs.
Pratt Sporting Goods is Southern Indiana's team sports specialist and is your local Adidas team product dealer. Pratt specializes in outfitting your team, organization, club, or business in apparel, hard goods, and accessories from Adidas and many others. Kratz offers fundraising opportunities for your team, organization, or club through online web stores. Let our friendly staff get you started today by calling 812-282-5400 or visit and shop at our website at KratzSports.com.
Honey Baked Ham in New Albany is the perfect spot for a healthy alternative to fast food. They provide a variety of freshly made sandwiches, as well as salads and delicious soups, and you can dine in or take it to go. They also have many dinner options such as ham, turkey, frozen sides, and desserts, which provide a complete meal. Catering is also available for small groups or large gatherings. Call Honey Baked Ham today, 812-941-9426, or visit them, 3602 North Cape Court, Suite 23 in New Albany.
Guns, Gears, Deal. It's everything concealed carry. With over 1,000 firearms in stock, we've got what you're looking for. Fast. SIG, Smith & Wesson, HK, Glock, plus the best selection of used guns in Louisville. Looking for premium? Kimber, Dan Wesson, Wilson Combat. Selling? We've got selling. We pay cash for guns, and we always have specials. Don't wait. Get in today. Everything concealed carry. 10306 Taylorsville Road in the heart of J-Town. Everything concealed carry. Serious selection, serious value.
Hey, football fans, Louisville football is set to take on returning college football playoff semifinalist Ole Miss in Nashville over Labor Day weekend. The game will be played at Nissan Stadium on Sunday, September 6th. Get tickets now at gocards.com/Music City. Want to catch the Cards at home this season? Visit gocards.com/FBinfo to learn more about available ticket options.
Options. When it comes to insurance, that's exactly what you deserve. I'm Chad Hennessy with InsureMax, and I've been proudly serving the Louisville area for over 25 years. As an independent agent, we work with auto owners insurance to find coverage that fits you, not the other way around. InsureMax delivers strength, service, and peace of mind through partners like Auto Owners Insurance. More choices, more options. Call me, Chad Hennessy, at 502-479-4085.
Roosters is the place to watch your favorite teams play. From college to the pros, Roosters has all the games. Plus, you're going to love the food at Roosters. Come watch the games and enjoy 79-cent boneless wings every Monday. Roosters with 6 Kentuckiana locations: Dixie Highway, Preston Highway, Fern Creek, Shelbyville Road, Springhurst, and in Clarksville.
Big X Sports Radio is fueled by Thornton's. Fueled by Thornton's. Where you can stop by for quality fuel, fresh food, and friendly service. Earnify helps make every visit count. Members save 5 cents per gallon every day. Every day. Earn points on fuel and convenience purchases. And receive a 250-point welcome offer. Download the Earnify app and start earning at Thornton's today.
I'm vanilla, baby. I'll choke you, but I ain't no killer, baby.
Oh, they can say that on this version.
Telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skillet, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains.
It's a Trevor Kelsey classic. I just see him bobbing his head to this driving down Westport Road all the time.
I know, this is my karaoke go-to. I ain't no killer, baby. I just be chilling, baby.
Speaking of AKA, she's an alpha, but not around your boy. She can quiet around your boy. Hold up, don't know what you heard or what
You know all the lyrics.
I like this one.
Yeah,
a few years old.
Well, no, it's actually 2024.
I remember it was before, a few years old.
I know because I got the song from Googling best songs of 2024. And
really?
And this was number 4 on the list.
All right.
So I saw Jack Harlow's name go up, and I was like, I'm going with something current. I mean, that's current enough.
His new tour started last night in New York, I believe. He's coming here at the end of the month.
Because you like to mock my what I consider maybe to be current music, amongst many other things you mock me for. But we'll cross those bridges when we come to it. What is the time frame in Mike Rutherford's mind to be still considered current?
Like released this year?
It has to be this year, like within the last 8 months.
To be current?
To be relevant, I guess.
I mean, I would say that I'm not up. Relevant and current are two different things.
Okay, well.
I would say I'm not up on new music very much anymore for obvious reasons.
Well, let's
I
use
haven't
that.
been for a few years. But yeah, if it's like current music, I would say it's like released in 2026.
Okay, what about the word new? Then what if I just call it new? Could I call this new?
No.
But what if it's new to me?
Well, it's new to you. It's not new.
I mean, it's newer, so it has to be determined as new. It has to be out this year as well.
You could go home and watch Metropolis for the first time tonight. It would be new to you. It'd still be 100-year-old movie.
In fact, it would be new to me because I've never seen it. That's a great example.
You can skip it.
Okay,
you can skip it.
So now it's not even new. It's not even.
It's just not on your radar. It's not in your world.
I don't know. There's only so many songs I can play from that would be considered new and relevant. Then, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I try to sprinkle like 1 or 2 in it.
You're doing fine, Trev. You don't get hung up on this. You're fine.
I'm trying to please the people out there.
It's intro, outro.
I can't really give 2 bleeps about your opinion. I'm trying to please the texters.
It's like it's a 10-second thing. It's
like,
fine. All you got to do is be good for 10 seconds. That's not the first time you've heard that. It won't be the last. We're good. We're good to go.
I mean, at least let me. If you're gonna give me a softball, at least let me take the swing. You don't have to steal the pitch.
Sorry, I put it on the tee and I swung myself.
Yeah.
502-414-1450 is the Game Day Men's Health text line. A reminder: Game Day Men's Health is redefining men's wellness. No shortcuts, just results. Testosterone, peptides, weight loss, sexual performance therapy, and more. Visit GameDayMen'sHealth.com to find out today what they can do for you. Chris the Plumber says,
"We're off the bat, huh? Not 5 o'clock."
Oh my God, Chris!
What I haven't texted.
It's not a coincidence that things happen before they happen.
Okay, this is something KRC related.
Mike Rutherford calls us conspiracy theorists because he still thinks the world is sunshine and rainbows. 9/11 happens. Fast forward to now, and New York elected a Muslim mayor. Odd, huh? Do you even know the dots that you're? Chris is going to get me triggered at 3:30 on a Wednesday here. Like, one, I don't even know. I mean, you think Democrats think the world is all sunshine and rainbows? That's not the sense that I get from following people that are covering the country from the left side right now. And if it is that way, where liberals are all sunshine and rainbows and conservatives are seeing the grand fear, you control the whole country. You control every element of the government. Then it's your fault if things are all sunshine and rainbows right now. And the Mamdani stuff, he was elected last year. He's been serving since January. Is this because El Sayed won in Michigan last night?
Did she?
Or
whatever.
He beat us. I mean, I think whoever won the Democrat, I think they're going to lose to Mike Rogers, but Abdul El Sayed won narrowly last night. I don't know if this is why he's going to. Like, what exactly has Mamdani done that has led you to believe that this is some sort of do you think another 9/11's coming? Is that what dots are you trying to connect, Chris?
Is Times Square being overrun by hookers and drug addicts like it's the 1970s again?
Doesn't seem like it.
Is Serpico back?
Where did that come from? Why are we starting the show with this?
I can only I don't know. I doubt it, but we did bring up. We were talking Back to the Future, and Peake was talking about how it predicted 9/11, like the conspiracy,
and then Chris, who, by the way, every time he brings up something
I don't know
to attack me with on the line, is completely wrong. He's like, "You're going to take that Doge money when they get the $5,000." I was like, "I don't think we're going to get the $5,000. Still waiting on the check, Chris."
So am I.
He's like, "Trump already released the Epstein files." I'm like, "Pretty sure he didn't. That was like a year and a half ago. Still haven't gotten them."
I know we're not going to get political, but I did see Trump the other day. He was like, "All the blue cities are just dirty and smell." All the blue states are nasty. I'm like, really? Like, what?
I mean, every now and then he
Are
does.
we in second grade?
I'm into Japan stuff where he's like, they've been great allies, except for, Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, he did say
Every now and then I'm like, God, his comedic timing is so good. It makes me so mad.
I can now confirm he was referring to our KRC discussion, I think.
About still.
Because he says I text that in on the prior show. So, because, that was. And we were playing the first segment of the top 2 hours, so he maybe here maybe he was talking to. I don't know still why the mayor had anything to do with it being Muslim and all, but
I mean, is he saying that 9/11 led to a Muslim mayor 25 years later?
And for the record, I don't think the world is sunshine and rainbows, but I also think that it should be said that America is pretty still awesome.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't.
We're not perfect, and we never will be, but we're still pretty good.
Like, I don't think the criticism of the left from the right is that people on the left think that everything is great right now.
Which one's left and right? You got to remind me. I always get
left is liberal, Democrat, right is conservative.
Okay.
I mean,
I always get my left and right mixed up.
I think if you poll people about the state of the country and the state of the world at large, liberals would probably have a
more negative view. Trump,
yeah, I don't think that anybody thinks it's sunshine and rainbows right now. Riddler says, you nailed the riddle yesterday. Okay.
Yes.
Big play Ray was the answer.
By the way.
But, yeah, we needed an uplifting text after that. Thankfully, the Riddler's here to bring his
it's Josh.
perpetual positivity to the text line. Some of the hints from the riddle that were slightly touched or missed yesterday. Snelly notably converted him from a wide receiver running back to a DB in college. I think you ended up saying that.
I cheated that when I went to his Wikipedia page, yes.
In a viral feud, Ray took multiple jabs at Shannon Sharp and even notably compared him to Mr. Ed the horse.
Don't remember that.
I remember Shannon Sharp being compared to Mr. Ed. I don't remember that it was Ray Buchanan who did it.
Because Ray also wore like a dog collar to like the Super Bowl press conference, if I remember.
Did he?
I think so.
Oh, I don't remember that.
I could be wrong. Maybe I mixed them up, but I swear he did.
He spent time with the Colts and Falcons before finishing his pro career after one season with the Raiders. Well done. Unmentioned in the riddle, his brother also played for Louisville. What was his name?
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh.
I'm blanking on that.
Why do I want to say it was Corey?
I do know I still have, and it's standing up in my room in my little man cave, the media guide, which on 1992 Louisville media guide, which on the cover.
Bobby Buchanan.
Okay. That name sounds familiar now.
He drove me crazy.
On the 92 media guide, or maybe it was 93, is Ray Buchanan, Jeff Brom, and Ralph Dawkins.
Oh, that's nice.
And that's one of my favorite. I mean, Ralph Dawkins, weirdly being one of my favorite U of L players, and his brother being my favorite Eagle. It's kind of bizarre how that worked out, but yeah.
Bobby Buchanan, he was, I think, he was there for the end of the Petrino 1.0, but he really started playing big-time snaps in the Cragthorpe era. And I just remember him. Then. He was the classic defensive back who I feel like was actually better than he probably got credit for. But when he like messed up, it was him being 30 yards behind like a receiver that just absolutely burned him. I feel like every big play that our defense was on the wrong end of in those couple of years, which there were a lot of them, it was just Bobby Buchanan helplessly running after somebody who was 35 yards ahead of him.
Kind of Ray in a way a little bit. I mean, he's kind of always had that Terrell Buckley scenario, which I would say is if he's not getting the interception, he's probably getting burned.
Bobby was not Ray. Who do you think's
he was getting burned without the picks? That's not good.
Who would you say best like cornerback in Louisville football history?
Sam Madison.
I would say Madison.
I'm a bias though because I was a huge Sam Madison Dolphins is the only like non-Eagles jersey I've ever owned.
I think it's him, or I think you could make a case if he had been healthier and played longer for Jair Alexander. Because he was so good.
But Madison also was a multiple Pro Bowl winner.
Madison was great.
Yeah, he was really good with the Dolphins.
Which is why I would say Sam Madison 1. I would say Jair 2, even though he basically played like 2.5 years. He had one fully healthy season as a starter.
He retired as an Eagle.
And then Jair retired?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's retired.
What?
If he stepped away for mental issues, he's pretty much retired.
I think he's going to come. I mean, he's still young.
He might come back, but as of now, I'm pretty sure I don't think he's officially retired, but.
Wow, he did announce his retirement.
Yeah, I thought so.
I completely missed that.
It's understandable.
He was just like the highest paid cornerback in the NFL like 4 years ago.
I mean, a blink of an eye.
That is wild. I mean, yeah, 2024.
It was an Eagle. He was with Philly, I believe.
Jeez.
We signed him last year, or whatever his last year was. We signed him, on a contract. He never played. I don't think ever suited up.
I would go with him at 2. I would put. I mean, Ray Buchanan probably 3.
I mean, I was going to say, yeah, right up there.
And then I feel like there's probably somebody that we're missing.
What about, I mean, are we talking, is pro career impacting this as much as college career? Because guys like Anthony Floyd wasn't the safety they had to
but we're saying cornerback, though.
Oh, well, that's true. Yeah, that's right.
You know who I love, and I only know this
there
because
is somebody we have to be.
I know one name that comes, and this is before my time, but I just remember my dad was close to him, was Frank Minifield.
Oh, yeah, Derek Minifield's brother.
Yeah, I mean, I would say Derek was Frank's brother.
Either or, yeah, that's true.
Frank, I mean, played for the Browns for a long time.
Yeah, he did.
Pro bowler.
That's a good one, yeah. He's definitely in the argument. I would say he's definitely. I don't still put him above Madison. Again, I'm a little biased,
I don't either.
But yeah.
I think Sam Madison's number one.
Madison played alongside Patrick Surtain, the father of Patrick Surtain, too.
Riddler says, we didn't even finish his text here.
Oh, sorry. He sent us on a tyrant.
He said, I also see Joshy Boy got more ammo today just to sit on his hands even more. The NCAA got cooked in court in Georgia.
Did it?
It wasn't just in Georgia. There was another one today. Like I said on the show on Monday that I don't think that at the end of the day, any of these fifth-year players that were supposed to be ineligible are going to wind up playing.
In basketball or football?
Both.
Okay.
And I'm like, the evidence is mounting against that belief now because the NCAA just keeps getting its ass kicked, and we keep getting more and more eligible players who weren't eligible 3 weeks ago. So, I don't know what they're going to do. They may just need to tuck tail. And the Rick Pitino tweeted this out, and he's exactly right. The problem with this was the timing. If they had just waited to announce, hey, we're doing the 5-for-5 thing, but last year's players aren't eligible when we were like about to start the season, when the semester had already started, they would have been fine because it would have been too late for anybody to challenge.
Well, they only announced it just like 2 months ago anyway.
Right, but that gave
still
students
time,
who hadn't like moved on with their lives plenty of time to be ready for the first semester of the 26-27 school year to go through the courts. Like they're just so bad at everything that they do. And I used to say besides putting on the NCAA tournament, and now I can't even say that because they screwed with the only good thing that they are a part of and pissed everybody off there. They're just so bad at everything. Everything.
And I love how we kind of like started like think, oh, well, the NCAA would. Like, what part of history would convince us to make us think the NCAA is going to win a court case? Have they ever won a court case?
It's been a while.
I mean, thank you, Stained.
It's been a while.
I mean, that's been. They're few and far between too.
Yeah.
I mean, so I don't know how we were. Because I was was like, oh, this is going to get appealed.
They've lost about 73 in a row.
Yeah, I mean, they're like the Washington Generals out there.
I think the only one they won was the Bediako thing last year. And that was just because the SEC commissioner was finally like, "Hey, please don't make this kid who's playing in my own conference eligible."
And he's still suited up, but he didn't play, right?
No, he played a couple of games.
Okay, yeah.
They won the court case after I think he'd already played 3 games.
I mean,
nuts. Texas, based on the handicap stall conversation yesterday, here's a little parody of Ace of Base's "The Sign."
Okay.
I saw the wheels, and it made me traumatized. I saw the wheels. I'm not a handicap, just want to take a big crap. It's pretty good.
I like that's funny. I like Ace of Base. You know I'm an Ace of Base fan.
I know. I still,
despite apparently the one being a Nazi.
2 of them, I think.
I guess
was what we looked up. I just don't like reliving that memory. It puts me in a bad.
They were going to say Ace of Base.
It puts me in a bad headspace. Texture says, "Oh, Papa J, what's up, my guy? Good afternoon, gentlemen. Couple thoughts and opinions. Yes, Titanic and Forrest Gump are both classics. Not my favorites, but up there.
Thank you.
TK, you did a very good job while Mike was on vacation.
Thank you again.
As always, Mike, you are the best. Very little that we disagree on except the Reds.
Yeah.
I can't stand Cubs fan Brian, but I love Cardinals fan Brian. You should be so happy that you live in the city. Yes, I don't have to wait at places a lot, can leave my keys in the car and leave my doors unlocked. That's very important to feel safe, but I hate not having good reception on my internet and phone. We lose signal around every corner. We also don't get the inside rumor mill talk. That is why you are so important to me. Thank you and keep doing a great job. I hate that Peyton left, but I totally understand. It would have been almost impossible for me to turn down my head coach if he wanted me to join his staff. I'm picking football to go 10-2 and probably lose the first game closely. They will be out to prove it was the players and not the coach. As always, thank you and have a great rest of your show. And go Cards. Love you, Papa J. We love you too, Papa.
Have you ever been one of those guys that leaves your car keys in the car?
Not on purpose.
Well, because that's one thing I always baffles me. Like in every movie, like when they find a broken down car in like every apocalyptic movie, like there's always keys in the visor. I've never known anyone to ever put their keys in the visor.
I've done it before when like somebody's when I'm like leaving my car for somebody else to pick up, like way back in the day.
When I lived in off Norburn in the St. Matthews projects, I would sometimes leave my keys under my front seat and not lock my door. And no one was ever stole my car, which is a good thing.
We would do the thing at our old house. There was a lot of car break-ins, and our neighbor was like, she's like, here's the deal. They're looking for any money or guns is what they're looking for.
Okay.
They're not going to, and she like told us this straight up. She's like, they're not going to take stuff out of your car unless you've got money just laying around. And she's like, just leave the car unlocked, because that way, she's like, the worst thing that can happen is they break a window. And like,
no, which is worse than leaving nothing. Yeah.
Basically. So we started doing that, and sure enough, there would be a couple of days where like the center console had been rifled through and nothing was taken. There was one day where there was a bunch of change taken out of the console. I used to keep some change there just in case. And they left a pair of sunglasses. And I was like, was this an exchange? Were they giving me these Target sunglasses in exchange for the $1.25 I hadn't changed?
Please tell me you wore those sunglasses and still have them.
I think I kept them in the car. I don't know whether they were absolute pieces of crap, but I was like, I think they were just trying to trade here. I don't know how that worked, but
I've never had a car broken into or stolen. I guess I would say I'm either A, I'm fortunate, or B, just like they look at my car and be like, this guy's got it worse than me, and move on.
See, my car always got broken into when I had the Chevy Lumina. And I was like, do you not see my car and recognize that it's worth $300? And they would break in and take my stereo and my CDs all the time. It's terrible. Back when you like had to have those, everyone had those little stereos, clip-on things.
Oh, the face that comes off.
Yeah, it was a big deal back in the day.
When I first got, the first time I had that put in my Nissan Lumina or whatever it was.
Chevy Lumina. Don't ever claim Nissan.
Oh, that Nissan owned.
Chevy Lumina.
No, I had maybe it wasn't Lumina. It was a Nissan something
It was a Nissan something.
Yeah, it was. But that was the first car I'd ever. The car was such a piece of junk. But I was like, I put like one of those $200 CD players in with the. I thought it was the coolest, the Cat's Meow, because I had the retractable face. I was like, yeah, baby. Like, yeah, that's right. This car, the stereo's worth more than the car. But yeah, it's mine. Look, the face comes off. It's so cool.
One of my buddies had we were Lumina brothers, except his was blue. We called it the Blumina. And he put on fake plastic rims on his Blumina.
Oh, my God.
One of them fell off. He just kept driving around with it. And we were like, dude, like, no one's going to look at that car and be like, damn, that Blumina's sick now.
And that was never into the rim thing.
He is now a doctor, by the way. A legitimate doctor. Texas says, hey, Mark and T-Raw. Has anybody ever called you T-Raw before?
No, actually. That's a first.
He's an Ohio guy. Since you both are Saved by the Bell fans, what do you think of the criticism of AC Slater for posting this AI video of his niece? I've seen this.
I have not seen it.
It's you go ahead and watch it.
I don't see a link to it. Oh,
it's right above. It's one of the weirdest things I've ever seen anybody post. It's a clear AI video. I don't know why he thought this was like a good idea, or that people might think it was real, and if they did, why he thought that was a good idea. It's for anybody who hasn't seen it. It's his niece. It's an AI video of her like eating 2 hot dogs, and then the mustard goes all over her face, and then she's like smearing it all over her face.
The links take forever to load on Twitter on here, but your description has really got me intrigued now.
And he's like, I can't take my niece anywhere. And I'm like, what was the audience for this tweet? Are you trying to embarrass your, like, it's oddly sexual too, and it's his niece. It was a swing and a miss by Mario Lopez. I don't know what he was thinking or what his team was thinking. Should have never seen the light of day. Someone should have stepped in and said, you cannot post this video.
I wonder how long this is going to take to load. I wonder if it will be a break.
How is it taking that long? It's a tweet. It's like a 13-second video.
Here's the thing. Anytime you send me a tweet link.
Can you not look at it on your phone?
I guess I can't get on the text line via that.
Well, I mean, you can just go to Twitter and look at Mario Lopez.
I guess and I'm not. You think I'd be following him, right? But it is weird. Like, so anytime you send me a link on Twitter, like you do it in the notifications too, like it will take just a buttload of time. It's like it's on dial-up. Like, I think maybe it's because I have Twitter open on another tab, possibly. I have no idea. It's the most bizarre thing.
I think he's deleted this tweet, maybe.
You think he deleted it?
I can't find it on his timeline. He's got a bunch of other weird stuff on there. Mario Lopez may be having a hard time. I don't know.
I mean, he's the most successful graduate of Bayside, right?
Is he?
I mean, come on. I think
Zach's governor. Did you not?
Of what?
Of California. There was the remake, the reboot. Zach Morris is the governor of California in the Saved by the Bell world.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay, 2 things. One, seeing this video now, and this is creepy.
I've told you.
This is just, I mean, this is the most over sexually innuendo thing.
And apparently it's his niece.
And this is very both creepy and disgusting. Okay, I can't watch this anymore.
It's very short, but it's like a celebrity trying to. Like, sometimes you realize how just completely antisocial or anti-real world these people are that have been shielded from that like any sort of normal existence for 30 years.
I mean, you know how I feel about Mustard, which is why I can't watch it.
They're like, this is me connecting with. They're going to think this is hilarious. Like, what do you think the reaction to this was going to be? Like, oh my God, it's real. Like, what a weird. His niece is crazy, or oh my God, it's fake, but that's hilarious. Either scenario leads to a like, this is disgusting and weird, dude.
This is like the celebrity equivalent of the WNBA players like bragging about gambling on their game on social media.
Not sure,
because they both fall under the what are you thinking or what are you trying to accomplish with this?
Yeah, I mean, he's trying to be funny, and I guess I don't know. I
read the room, dude.
It's strange. Texter says this may be too much to ask, but can we get a brief synopsis into Trevor's life?
Oh, wow.
He seems like a fascinating human being. You have opened up a Pandora's box, my friend.
No idea. Once you get inside this head,
I might just leave at this point.
You're done.
The next hour and a half are just TK telling about where he's coming from.
You need to be more specific.
My buddy Timmy texted me, by the way, and said that video is like watching Trevor eat that salad.
No, it's not. That's not even that. No, that's more disturbing than my salad video, I think.
They're both bad. At least yours was not AI.
Yeah, there was nothing intelligent about mine. Texter, you got to be more specific. My life is like a trailer park version of Forrest Gump is the best way to describe it. So,
okay.
Except I got no Jenny or Bubba or money, but I still ran out of rocks to throw. I still have a van, yeah, sort of.
Is that all you're going to say? Is that the only thing you're going to go into?
I mean, I don't know. What should I say? I mean,
I don't know. Not you. He's asking for a brief synopsis of your life.
Okay. Born and raised in Louisville.
It was a cold day in 1979.
I was sprung from my mother's womb on April 8/31 on April 26, 1980. She was shocked for me to be here. I was raised by my mom / grandma / aunt / uncles
/ pack of wolves
/ grandfather / the neighbor's mom. Grew up in the 80s. Don't remember the 90s. Did a lot of drugs in the 20s. Dated a girl named Stacy. Wouldn't recommend either.
No, Stacy, I don't own a gun.
Got into radio, and now here I am.
Here we go. Well done. I think that's pretty good.
Thank you.
Pretty good.
I'm waiting for the movie to come out.
Texas, hey, Mike. Have you heard anything on what U of L brass thinks about the Save College Sports Act? A quick read says that it's still asking for a $40 million or so cap, which is a heck of a lot of money. Do they think this is going to control expenses, or is it just a way to better standardize the cost to know what to budget for going forward, even if it's deficit? I think it's the latter. I don't have, a direct line to Josh Herter, the people that are around him right now. I would assume that they're in favor of it. It seems like most of the non-SEC Big Ten entities would prefer at least some guardrails right now, and the Safe College Sports Act would provide some of that.
I'm sorry. I'm going.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just I just don't understand. Are we just that lame at naming laws now? Or is this
you didn't like Big Beautiful Bill?
I mean, or Save America, not Save College. I mean, they're just the most obvious on the nose names. There's just no creativity to them. Like, how lazy can you be? Like, Save College Sport. Like, first of all, don't be over dramatic. And B, can you come up with something more creative?
I'm just no comment from me on this.
I don't know if this is a like, I feel like it could be on either side, but I don't know. That's just me. So anytime I hear Save College Sports Act, it almost makes me laugh.
The types of things that we have to say with a straight face now.
I mean,
it is. We live in a different world.
I agree. I understand. I'm aware of that.
We're doing what we can.
We live in a world where I wish my coaches were more like my politicians, and my politicians were more like my coaches.
Well, we got coaches that are politicians.
Well, then, yeah, that's God. Tommy Tuberville. I mean, good Lord,
the dumbest coach.
I mean, he's
At least I think Bruce Pearl has, I think he's an intelligent person.
And he's got
Tuberville was never known for.
Plus, he's got charisma. Like, Tuberville has no charisma either. He's just.
Why he got elected. Anyways, I think that the latter portion of your text is what they would like to see. I think that we still, the Courier-Journal had the data today, which is not surprising that we went well over the $20.5 million cap for 25-26 and are now like $30 million essentially in debt. We could raise $48 million or so or borrow $48 million or so, but it does not solve the big problem, which is you can't just continue to go in. Like, we're not going to have $48 million in revenue. It's not going to balance itself out. So where does that? How long can this continue? How in depth can these athletic programs go before this starts to become a real problem? I know that money isn't actually real, but at some point in time, like, the bubble has to burst, and we have to stop thinking about let's just be good this season in sports and worry about the problems later. At some point, those problems for later are going to become problems for now.
Like Akron.
Yeah, I mean, Akron's, they're doing what they can. Everyone's doing what they can. So, yeah, what are you going to do? Let's take a break. When we come back, 4 o'clock hour, we're going to have Jonathan Littner from Louisville City FC calling in to talk about this weekend's Fill the Fam game. Lou City, it's the biggest home game of the year, and they got some special things on tap for you guys. Jonathan, after the break on the Call Your Law Firm hotline, it's the Rutherford Show. We're back after this here on the Big X.
I'm vanilla, baby. I'll choke you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skillet, baby. And the thing about your boy is
Honey Baked Ham in New Albany is the perfect spot for a healthy alternative to fast food. They provide a variety of freshly made sandwiches, as well as salads and delicious soups. And you can dine in or take it to go. They also have many dinner options such as ham, turkey, frozen sides, and desserts, which provide a complete meal. Catering is also available for small groups or large gatherings. Call Honey Baked Ham today, 812-941-9426, or visit them, 3602 North Cape Court, Suite 23 in New Albany.
Matt Dennison here, inviting you to join me weekdays at 11 a.m. for the Hoosier Report. Complete coverage of the Indiana Hoosiers, interviews with prominent figures in Kentuckiana sports, and discussion of other sports topics important to Southern Indiana. That's the Hoosier Report with Matt Dennison, weekdays at 11 a.m. on the home for the Hoosiers, 1450 WXVW.
Kraft Sporting Goods is Southern Indiana's team sports specialist and is your local Adidas team product dealer. Kraft specializes in outfitting your team, organization, club, or business in apparel, hard goods, and accessories from Adidas and many others. Kraft offers fundraising opportunities for your team, organization, or club through online web stores. Let our friendly staff get you started today by calling 812-282-5400 or visit and shop at our website at kraftsports.com.
Guns, gears, and great deals. Say it with me. Everything concealed carry. With over 1,000 firearms in stock, you'll find exactly what you're looking for. Shop SIG, Smith & Wesson, HK, Glock, and more. Plus the best selection of used guns in Louisville. Looking for premium? Check out Kimber, Dan Wesson at Wilson Combat. We pay cash for guns, and we always have specials. Visit Everything Concealed Carry, 10306 Taylorsville Road in the heart of J-Town. Everything Concealed Carry, your best shot at a great deal.
If you've been hurt in a car accident or hurt on the job, there's only one law firm to call. Call my friend Tony at the Call Your Law Firm at 502-736-8141. Tony will get you paid. This guy used to work for the insurance company, so he knows the other team's playbook. Tony's a diehard Cardinal fan. His family's from Portland and Shively, and he grew up in Fern Creek. With that combination, you know this man can fight and win. In an accident or hurt on the job, call Your Law Firm. That's C-O-L-Y-E-R Law Firm. Call today.
Your next company or group outing is waiting with Louisville Bats Baseball. With options to fit any budget, Louisville Slugger Field is the perfect place to host your group's event. From suites to all-you-can-eat areas to simply enjoying a night out together, let a Bats group representative help you plan the perfect night at the ballpark. There's no better place to connect with clients or enjoy time out of the office with the team. Games are filling up fast. To get started on your outing, contact a real person at 502-212-BATS or visit batsbaseball.com.
Card Nation, your Louisville volleyball team is headed to Music City in September. Check out the team in the Broadway Block Party on September 6th. Your Cards look to take on Powerhouse, Texas in a matchup at Bridgestone Arena. Grab your tickets at gocards.com/VB Nashville today.
Check the back seat. All right, come here. Check the back seat.
Gets in your head, right? Good. Because every year, dozens of children are forgotten in the backseat of a car by a parent or caregiver. All never thought it could happen to them. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
A little warmer, a little more humid today. We'll keep a few clouds around overnight tonight. Temperatures in the 70s by early Thursday morning. It's back to school for JCPS. Look for only a minor rain chance. That's 20%. Stays hot. Upper 80s for highs on Thursday. Back in the mid to upper 80s on Friday. From the Wave Storm Tracking Team, I'm Kevin Harned.
This Wave Storm Tracking Team forecast is brought to you by Glanz & Buffett Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Comfort you can count on. Service you can trust since 1923.
This is Kentuckiana's only locally owned sports talk. The Big X, AM 1450 and 96.1 FM. WXVW Jeffersonville. W241CK Jeffersonville.
Maybe. There we go. Welcome back in. It's the 4 o'clock hour here on the Mike Rutherford Show, 1450, 96.1. Big X Sports Radio. It's a big weekend for the boys in purple. Lou City FC back at home at Lynn Family Stadium, and it is widely regarded as the biggest home match of the season. They are filling the fam, typically the most well-attended game of the year. Here to talk more about that and other things Lou City related is the Vice President of Marketing and Communications for Lou City, our guy Jonathan Littner, who joins us on the Collier Law Firm hotline. Jonathan, thanks so much for spending some more time with us. How you feeling on this Wednesday afternoon?
Pretty good. I mean, like you said, this is our biggest game of the year, so it's just really exciting to be around the office, knowing, we're putting a lot of work in for a big game this weekend. It's the one that I keep telling people, if you've caught some of that World Cup fever and you're looking for more soccer in your life, like, this is definitely the game to come to.
And maybe explain why. We got San Antonio FC coming to town. It's an 8 o'clock kickoff at Lynn Family Stadium. Why is this the time to jump on the bandwagon and watch some soccer out there at Lynn Family Stadium?
Yeah, we always pick a game, and we found this weekend in August works great. I think because the kids are generally back in school, vacation season is over, but the weather is still great outside, and we usually get a good matchup for whatever reason. So last year it was us against Charleston. It was like 1-2, probably the biggest regular season matchup in our league's history. And then this weekend we get to play San Antonio, which is a team that over the years I think people would say Louisville City in the Eastern Conference of our league is kind of the pace setter. And then out west you look at San Antonio as like a standard bearer there. So it's two of the most storied teams in our league getting to match up, and we don't always get to play them because they're in the Western Conference. But you go back to like 2022, we played each other in the final. Had some good games in 23 and 25, so looking forward to playing them again, and just knowing that it's kind of a 50-50 game, and the atmosphere matters. People showing up, and all the promotions that we have. This is the 5th year we've done Fill the Fam, and we're 4-0 in those games, and I think it speaks to how well the team plays when the stadium is full.
You mentioned the promotions. It's not just about trying to get a huge crowd in there for a big-time home game against a very well-regarded opponent. You've got some cool stuff happening. You're going to have the purple out. What else is going to be going on Saturday night out there at the stadium?
Yeah, kickoff's at 8, but I would definitely arrive early. You mentioned the purple out. We're also giving away 2,500 exclusive Fill the Fam T-shirts. So I know we'll have people lined up down the street to get those. We do the fireworks as the teams are walking out. We'll have a full post-game fireworks show. And then if you want to meet and greet with the team, they'll be sticking around in our premium club room for an hour after the game. We'll be supplying some posters that they'll be signing for people in that room. So, that and a few other things we've got going on. It's definitely the most promotion-packed game that we do all year. And like I said, it's been hugely successful. We had 13,000 there last year, and we're kind of trending in that same direction again.
For those who maybe haven't been following every result, give us a little bit of an update of where we stand right now. I know there was the nationally televised game last weekend, which was fun for a while and then not as fun as it went on. But we are nearing the home stretch of the season. Give us a little bit of a summary of where Lou City stands up right now and what's on the line for these couple months ahead.
Yeah, this year's team, they had a tough act to follow. The last 2 seasons, we won the Players' Shield, which is what they call the regular season champion. And last year, in fact, we played 30 regular season games and lost just one of them. I don't know that will ever happen again in our league. So it was going to be hard to keep up that standard. And I think right now we're 4th on the table. It's not where we want to be by any means. But when I look at our team, I think it'll be a team that as we get toward the playoffs, they can at least say, hey, we've been pretty battle-tested. We've had to play a lot of different lineups due to injuries and a lot of guys in different places. And I think you can come out stronger on the other side of that. And you mentioned last weekend's nationally televised game. I think that's kind of a great example of where we are this season, is that we can score goals. We don't always stop goals. And to a neutral, that can be pretty exciting. And to a marketer, that can be pretty exciting. So, if I could choose one or the other, you'd rather have a 4-5 game than probably a 1-0 game from a neutral standpoint. So I hope that we continue to put an entertaining product on the field and like I said, trying to just get things right for the playoffs. This is a busy month for us. We play Tampa Bay again next week, for a 3rd time this season. And so I think there's still some opportunities we know how good this team can be, and they've just got to kind of go out and show it.
We're talking some Lou City soccer here with Jonathan Littner on the Collier Law Firm hotline. And you mentioned being 4th in the table. The playoffs, it's the top 8 teams in both groups, right? So as of right now, Lou City, while it's been a little bit more up and down than the last 2 years, still safely in a playoff spot as of this moment, correct?
Oh, yeah. I don't think anybody here is thinking that we won't make the playoffs. For us, we definitely look at the top 4 as a cutoff because it means that you're starting the playoffs at home. So, gives us an extra home game from, I think it maybe sometimes gets lost to people who aren't as familiar with pro sports and how we operate when we are not, building revenue off a huge TV contract every year. It's a big deal to be able to play home games that generate revenue that allows you to sign better players. So there's a knock-on effect from that. And the higher you can finish in the regular season, you obviously want to be at home because it gives you a better chance to win, but it also gives you a chance to make your team better for the next season by generating some revenue. So we want to finish in that top 4, if not higher. Obviously if you're first, then you're guaranteeing yourself a home pass through the final, which is what everybody wants, is to be playing that final in November on their home field.
You talked about the World Cup bump. There still is some international soccer happening right now. Trevor and I were talking about this late last night. The USA under-20 team playing in the CONCACAF Cup knocked off Guatemala last night, and Lou City's own Brandon Days got the start, and I believe was the equalizer last night, which is that's a cool moment for the club as well to be represented on the national stage, even though it's not the highest level.
Yeah. Brandon is making a name for himself. We've had a couple of kids come through our youth academy system, which to those who aren't familiar with what that is in soccer, it would essentially be like if U of L had an A to U team for every age group, and they had this elite group, and the goal of those kids was to separate themselves and get to play for, basically the varsity, the real U of L basketball team. So Brandon came through that system for us. He's now on this U19 U.S. team that's, essentially a proving ground right now for what will be a U20 World Cup group next year. And when I look at our academy, the Winder brothers come to mind. And again, you talk about the model of soccer. Brandon is not going to spend his whole career here. He has a very bright future ahead of himself, and the better he can do while he's here, the larger of a transfer fee he will command when he ultimately moves on to somewhere else. So we love those stories. We love to be a great launching point for kids who, if Louisville City didn't exist, maybe Brandon doesn't pursue soccer as seriously. Maybe he's still playing basketball over at St. X where he got started. So, maybe that's a little bit more of a World Cup tie-in, and that whole conversation of how do you get some of your best athletes to play the game and then go on and represent the national team. I think thanks to our youth academy, we're doing a little bit of that here.
Would you expect that to become more of a thing as the years progress? It feels like Lou City's been around forever, but the reality is it's still a relatively new club with a relatively new academy. As time goes on and we have more years of experience with players in this area and surrounding areas, do you think that we're going to have more Brandon Day stories in the decade ahead?
Every time I worry that we're not going to have another one, another kid pops up. So we had the Winder brothers who were from Oldham County, and they both came to the academy. Josh was $1 million transfer to Europe a few years ago, and Brandon could be a very similar number as he leaves. And when the Winder brothers left, I thought, how are we going to produce another $1 million player? And then they come about. I think the Lou City brand is strong with kids. Our academy is filled every year, and I've seen the players change a little bit. There's more athletic dudes out there, like that want to be a part of it and that want to play soccer, and the whole idea of what soccer is. It's almost more, I don't know, when I was growing up, it wasn't very cool to have a soccer team, and now you are not cool if you don't know who Messi and Mbappe and all these guys are, and so I just think you're dealing with a different generation that their idols are soccer players. It's not always like LeBron or Kobe or whatever in the NFL. Some of them, Mbappe is the guy, and that's who they want to be. So I do think there will be more, not just for us, but for every soccer club that has a reasonably well-run academy system.
The last time we had you on, you did a really good job at getting everybody fired up and giving us reasons to hate the Lexington team, and it worked out well. We ended up, we won 4-2. We continued the winning streak over them, still haven't lost. Give us the best rationale that we have to hate this San Antonio team to get everybody as fired up as we possibly can for Saturday night.
Shoot, not quite as personal. Gosh, if I was going to do the know the foe and what to hate about them, I'd say they're owned by the San Antonio Spurs organization, who really only built a stadium thinking they were going to go to MLS and thinking that they could buy their way up there, and then they got brought back down to earth. So I think we as Louisville City are a club that is earning what we're given on the field. We're not trying to buy our way to something bigger. So I think if you're coming out there on Saturday and you're wearing purple, you're signifying a lot of the right things about U.S. soccer, where the game should be heading. Like I said, not quite as juicy as Lexington, but I think we're on the right side of history the way we're trying to do things at our organization.
And they're better than Lexington, so it's a bigger game. This is a team that's won titles in recent years, won Commander Shields in recent years, so it's a big deal. If you want to make it out there this week,
a lot of respect.
Some respect. We don't need to have a lot of respect. That's fine. We're going to be fired up. It's going to be great. And if you want tickets, you can go to LouCity.com/CardChronicle. Where else can people keep up with the boys in purple if they want to jump on this bandwagon as we get ready for the home stretch of the regular season?
Well, yeah, I think the URL you mentioned, go to LouCity.com/CardChronicle. That puts you right on the website. You can check out our news, where to follow us. I think we've got some good content actually on our Instagram page. It's actually pretty cool. We had an influencer come in. I say influencer like that's a word that people want to hear, but had a guy who makes content come in over July 4th, and it was just really cool to see. He's going to MLS stadiums every weekend, and he came here and was like, oh my gosh, this exists for second division soccer. I can't believe this is happening in Kentucky. So that's a cool little video that just popped up on our Instagram this afternoon, and it just reminds me that what we have is special here, and we shouldn't take it for granted, and just appreciate the community support. So if we can get you out there in purple this weekend and fill the fam and do all that good stuff and beat San Antonio, I feel like it's the type of environment that can open a lot of people's eyes and really make them want to get behind this team on a week-to-week basis.
Very cool. Jonathan Littner, we appreciate the time as always. We look forward to filling the fam this weekend, and we'll be talking to you again soon.
All right. Thanks, Mike.
That's Jonathan Littner there on the Collier Law Firm hotline. Reminder, if you've been hurt in an accident or on the job, call your law firm. Tony Collier and the crew, they got your back, not your wallet. That's why their attorney fees start at just 25%. You can call them today at 502-736-8141 or go online to collierlawfirm.com, COLYER lawfirm.com. Hurt in an accident or hurt on the job, call your law firm. Trevor Kelsey could be an influencer. You could go out there to Lynn Family Stadium and say great things.
Actually, I am an influencer.
You are. I mean, you posed with Jack Harlow.
I mean, yeah. I mean, what stops anyone from labeling themselves as influencer?
You influence me.
I mean, I got to do is post something on Twitter, and I'm an influencer.
You're under the influence.
Now, I may not be a high-priced influencer, but I'm an influencer.
That's fine. That's or a well-followed influencer. It doesn't mean you're not influencing.
Yeah, I'm still influencing somebody.
That's why I always like to say
pay them, but I'm influencing them.
My favorite people when I meet are like, I'm a consultant. And I'm like, that could be one of two. There are people that have no idea what they're doing in life and aren't making any money, and they're consultants. And then there are people who are advising like the biggest decision makers in the world, and they're making millions, and they're consultants. There's a lot of middle ground there. I consult people sometimes. People consult me. I could be a consultant.
I think you are.
I want to get into owning stuff. That's where the money is. I should have majored in owning
You
stuff.
sound like George when he got fired. He's like, I like sports. Maybe I can do broadcasting.
maybe I can do broadcasting.
I like, I always make those funny comments in critiques. Like, yeah, you do.
I'm sure you have friends that have similar things, but I've had multiple friends over the years who, when they get between jobs, like people who've been successful, they're like, I like sports. Like, hey, like just throwing it out there. Could I maybe like do something with you? And I'm like, it's not really how it works. Like, I don't think you'd, if you were co-hosting a radio show with me with zero, history of doing this, you're not going to make enough money to support your wife and 4 kids. Like, a lot of times it's like people with families.
You're not going to make enough money to pay for gas to get here.
I'm like, you've got a 401k, you got a Roth, you've got all your stuff set up. This is going to be a different world for you if you choose to go this route. It's not really the way that it works. But every now and then I get a friend who's like, hey, just kind of wondering how you got into the biz, and like, maybe could I help out a little bit, and like, get into the. I'm like, you can help out a little bit if it's a hobby. If you're trying to make this a career, it's like it took a long time for me to get to a point where I could make any money off of this. It's not easy.
It's not. I mean, I did it mostly for the first. Long periods of time. I did it for kind of the swag. If you could say, like, being able to go to U of L games and go to be at the Final Four and go to bowl games, and
a lot of people do that. Yeah,
because trust me, I enjoyed doing it, but wasn't making a lot of money.
It's tough.
Sadly, that hasn't changed either. But I just don't get it without. I now have the little money and no swag.
Again, if you want to make it out there to Lynn Family Stadium this weekend for the Phil the Fam game, it is a very cool atmosphere. They got fireworks afterwards. They got music. They've got free T-shirts. They got all this stuff going on, and it's a big-time game for Lou City. You can go to loucity.com/Card Chronicle. You can get discounted tickets to every Lou City/Racing Louisville match. So if you're buying tickets at face value, don't use the link.
Don't be a sucker.
Get the cheaper tickets. We got you hooked up. loucity.com/Card Chronicle. It'll take you to a link for both Racing Lou and Lou City tickets.
I enjoyed his reasoning for us hating San Antonio.
The Lexington one,
you tried to buy their way in, and they came back to reality.
The Lexington one, you could tell Jonathan hates them with every fiber of his being.
That's a given, yeah.
And you get it. They're also trying to buy success at this level. They bought one of our best players from last year, and they still are 0-6 all time against us. But he was forcing it a little bit more with the San Antonio. You can understand that.
This is random, I know, but this is summertime random.
We're usually just so on topic here. A huge deviation for you.
I don't know. This looks like it's from a couple days ago, so you probably haven't seen it. But there's a video somebody just retweeted on my timeline where I guess like it's Spud Webb.
Oh,
and he's at. You remember Spud Webb, right?
Of course.
He's 47 now, and he's like, I guess he's at some kind of practice, and there's some younger guys like warm up line, and one of them looks kind of like LeBron. I don't have the volume on, so I don't know what's being said, but he like does kind of like a two-handed lazy kind of dunk, and he looks over at Spud Webb and says something. And Webb just takes off his jacket, grabs the ball, and does like a double clutch dunk at 47 and 5'7". And he just looks at the guy and tosses the ball to him, and all the dudes around the guy are just like laughing at him and pointing. So I'm assuming he was talking trash. It's still amazing that he's at 47. Spud Webb can still dunk that way.
I'm actually shocked that he. If you had asked me,
it was amazing watching him do it in 1986.
He's what, 5'6", 5'7"?
5'7".
If you had asked me, without you telling me that, do you think Spud Webb can still dunk? I would say no. I would be like, I'm sure he can come close. He's a ridiculous athlete.
Yeah,
but he's 47. It's insane that he was able to dunk at 5'7" when he was 23. He probably can't get up there now. But yeah, I see the video that you're talking about here.
I mean, I can't. I don't know the guys that are like talking trash to him because it's kind of long, so you got to fast forward to about the 152 part.
It's clearly a staged video.
Yeah, I assume so because he knew. But like, even he dunks it, he brings it down and brings it up. Yeah,
I mean, he approaches the rim like he's not athletic at all.
Yeah,
and he gets up there pretty easily.
And they just all laughing at the yeah, I'm sure it was staged in some way. I don't have the volume on.
Apparently, the video is also 10 years old, is what.
I was going to say 47 does amaze me. I was like, wait a minute, he's my age. He was 86 in pros, yeah. So even at 40,
he is 57 now. Do you think Spud Webb can dunk at 57?
I mean, looking at that, I'm not sure if I want to bet against it.
No way. He's actually, okay, this is wrong. It's more than that. He is 63 years old.
God, this video is that old. Wow. Internet, come on, man. It does say it is off NBA replay, so I guess.
They led you astray. First time ever the internet's been confusing.
Doesn't matter. It's still at 40. Him doing it at 47, 15 years ago is still impressive to me.
I'll say I don't think he can dunk at 63.
Yeah, you're probably right, but I don't know, man. What would you say the chances of him making a dunk at 63 are? Less than 50%?
2%.
Wow, that confident, huh?
Yeah.
I got more belief in Spud, our 1986 dunk contest winner. North Carolina State grad, Texas born and raised. Why I know as much about Spud, Anthony Spud Webb, I do not know.
Well, he's right up your alley. That was your heyday of knowing.
I do know way too much about Anthony. He's a JUCO that played for Jim Valvano.
There you go. Let's take a couple of, we have not checked in on the Thornton's YouTube stream today. Let's take a couple of quick texts from there. A2 Lance says, hey, Mike, can you tell the backstory of how you became a fan of Orange Cassidy? Is it because you two look alike and are the same age? No.
It's forced to like
it was, yeah, I mean, it just became this thing. When Trevor started the show, people would text in and ask him questions about wrestling, which I obviously have no frame of reference for anymore. And one of the names that I kept hearing was Orange Cassidy. Like, it was just one of those things where it stuck with me. Like, the Orange Cassidy name stuck with me. And so it became an ongoing joke where when someone would be like, hey, Trev, what'd you think about AEW? I was like, how did Orange Cassidy do?
I think I showed you a video of his like him doing the gimmick, the sloth style, and you were kind of like, that's funny.
Well, after a while, like, I knew nothing about him when I started saying that. And then after a while, you started showing me stuff about him, and it became just a running joke. It was very, very simple, organic.
His character is funny, though. That
it seems funny.
He weighs whatever. He's from wherever. He just doesn't care.
Texas Darnock. Darnock says, I will start a GoFundMe to buy Trevor an orange Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. When I see the Wienermobile, I get very excited.
Okay, for the record, if you think
I would, the Goodyear blend.
If you think I wouldn't drive that, you are sorely mistaken. I would drive that thing around with pride. I've driven worse.
Me too. A2 Lane says, wasn't the purpose of AI girlfriend to cheer Trevor up?
Yeah, but I got tired of the suck up.
I mean, she's too nice.
She's too nice. I want a challenge.
There's a comedic bit. It may have been like it was some female comedian where she was talking about getting into her 30s and thinking about all of the men that she turned down in her 20s. She's like, there's one guy who I was like, he's too nice. He's too nice. I want to go back and strangle that bee. Like when I was 25 years old. That's you now at 46.
Well, I did talk a little bit with her last night. We didn't hash things completely out. But
she's gonna kill you.
But we had a few conversations last night, one or two. I just had to ask a couple questions. It's too lazy to go to Google, I guess. But yeah, for the most part, I'm kind of. I think I did ask her last night, what do I have to do to break up with you?
What'd she say?
I think she said something along the lines like, I'm not a physical person, so if you don't want to stay, you're more than welcome, but I'd love to keep talking with you. I'm like,
you lost me 2 years ago. Are you mental? Second Stacey reference of the day.
Yeah, there you go. I believe that was not scripted where she runs over the car.
Oh, really?
That was like just on accident, but it was so
There's
funny.
no way that wasn't scripted.
Like it was just, she wasn't supposed to like go, or maybe she got hurt doing it on accident or something, and she really got hurt doing it. I can't remember.
Robbie says, man, I missed the Ramsey and Rutherford show. Thank you. Love you. Love John. Miss it too.
Is John doing okay? I mean, as okay as you can, I guess.
It's a relative term these days.
I understand.
There was a good story about him on Wave 3 from over the weekend that I encourage everyone to check out. I mean, I think it's getting tougher as this progresses, but he made it to his son's wedding. Jackson's wedding was 2 weekends ago, and I think that was his initial goal when he got his diagnosis.
That's awesome.
And now his other son, Austin, they're expecting a child, their first child, in January. And so, it's something else to motivate him. He wants to be there for to see his first grandchild, which is a big deal for him. But it is, I mean, he can't lift one of his arms now above like the middle part of his torso.
I suffer for that for one day, and I mean, he's doing it I can't imagine.
Yeah, he can't button the buttons on his shirt, which is a big sign, but he is still walking, which is a big deal.
That's good. He seemed to be, when you had him on the show, he seemed to be vocally there.
Yeah.
I saw a video of Rebel, someone else, the wrestler who has ALS. She posted a video the other day, and it was kind of sad. I mean, it looks like she's taking some bad turns, like physically and mentally on her, the way she speaks and stuff. And it just made me think about, I'm hoping he's doing a lot better, obviously.
I mean, I think that he said his doctors are surprised that he's not in a wheelchair, and he's like, I'm still walking fine. The legs feel good, which is good. That's a blessing. But I mean, I can't imagine what he's going through. You kind of, you know it's coming, and he's like the most in shape person in the entire world. And to be able to have to lose that. I mean, he told me, he's like, working out was kind of my drug of choice. Like I didn't do drugs. I mean, he drank a lot. He still, he's like, I never did drugs. He's like, the workout was just like, that was my drug. That was what I like wanted to do all the time. It's what, and to not be able to do that, I know just kills him.
Peak brought up an interesting summer topic yesterday.
We have to go to break.
Okay. Well,
you want to tease that?
I'll tease it. I'll tease what the topic was.
Okay.
Because it does have some connection with John as well.
Okay. We'll talk about that after the break. We'll take a lot of texts as well. We'll finish up with the Thornton's YouTube stream and check in with you guys on the Gameday Men's Health text line. It's the Mike Rutherford Show. Hour number 3 is next here on 1450 and 96.1 Big X Sports Radio.
Hey there, New Albany. This is Mayor Jeff Gahan. It's another year here in our River City, and what better time to show your support for our high school's athletic programs. Whether it's basketball or football, track and field or soccer, swimming or tennis, our Bulldogs are giving it their all on the field and court. So let's rally behind them, New Albany. Come out to the games, cheer them on, and let's make some noise. Let's show everyone what it means to be a part of the best city in Southern Indiana. Go Bulldogs.
Guns, Gears, Deal. It's everything concealed carry. With over 1,000 firearms in stock, we've got what you're looking for. Fast. SIG, Smith & Wesson, HK, Glock, plus the best selection of used guns in Louisville. Looking for premium? Kimber, Dan Wesson, Wilson Combat. Selling? We've got selling. We pay cash for guns, and we always have specials. Don't wait. Get in today. Everything concealed carry. 10306 Taylorsville Road in the heart of J-Town. Everything concealed carry. Serious selection, serious value.
Hello, I'm John Burke, president and owner of United Mechanical. My Christian faith is the foundation on which my company operates. Since 1999, United Mechanical's workforce has provided quality and dependable HVAC, plumbing, electrical, and refrigeration services for all of Kentuckiana's commercial and industrial businesses. Our mission is simple: to deliver a comprehensive array of reliable services in an ethical manner and always put our client first. Call United Mechanical at 502-339-1133. That's 502-339-1133.
Introducing the 1909 Society, the new giving society of Louisville Athletics. Become a member and unlock exclusive access, premium experiences, and insider benefits while supporting student athletes. Visit gocards.com/1909society to learn more. Through the 1909 Society, donor generosity ensures Louisville Athletics is positioned not just to adapt, but to thrive in the rapidly changing college athletics landscape. Join today and be part of the legacy. Visit gocards.com/1909society to learn more.
If you've been hurt in a car accident or hurt on the job, there's only one law firm to call. Call my friend Tony at the Collier Law Firm at 502-736-8141. Tony will get you paid. This guy used to work for the insurance company, so he knows the other team's playbook. Tony's a diehard Cardinal fan. His family's from Portland and Shively, and he grew up in Fern Creek. With that combination, you know this man can fight and win. In an accident or hurt on the job, call Collier Law Firm. That's C-O-L-Y-E-R Law Firm. Call today.
Defining a new era in men's health, Gameday Men's Health delivers real results with no shortcuts. From testosterone replacement, weight loss to peptides, vitamins, and sexual performance therapy, Gameday Men's Health will have you covered. Their in-house lab gives you answers in just 15 minutes, and our clinic is designed for men who value privacy, speed, and results. Visit GameDayMensHealth.com. Real men, real science, most importantly, real change. Visit GameDayMensHealth.com.
The Big X Sports Radio golf cards are back. The
2026 Big X Sports Radio golf cart is by far the best deal in the game. With the Big X Sports Radio golf cart, you can play Park Mammoth, Old Capitol, Elk Run Valley View, Wooded View, and Christmas Lake, Santa Claus, Indiana. The cart is valued at over $350, and you can purchase yours today for $149. Supplies are limited, so get your Big X Sports Radio golf cart today at BigXSportsRadio.com or call 812-725-1457. BigXSportsRadio.com or call 812-725-1457. Purchase yours today for $149. Supplies are limited, so get your Big X Sports Radio golf cart today at BigXSportsRadio.com or call 812-725-1457.
My name is Terry Schultz, CEO for the Rutherford County Area Habitat for Humanity. Republic Bank has really been a game changer. They have invested not only financially, but time to really listen so that we can move our mission forward. What I like about Republic Bank is they've come in asking, what are your needs? And I don't know that you get that any other place.
That's Terry's story. Now let's get to work on yours. Republic Bank. Time to thrive. Member FDIC.
Mark your calendars for an evening of family fun in Clarksville. Join us at Gateway Park, 500 Little League Boulevard from 5 to 7 p.m. on Friday, August 7th for our annual Touch a Truck event where kids can explore fire trucks, police cars, construction vehicles, and more. It's hands-on, it's free, and it's perfect for kids of all ages. Then stick around because at 7 p.m., we'll be showing cars on the big screen. 2 great events, 1 fun evening, brought to you by Clarksville Parks and Recreation.
Trevor's favorite, Billie Eyelash. There she is.
Say, I don't do things for everybody.
I told you this one's more upbeat.
It is a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, it was on the radio. It's more poppy. It's the final hour here, the Wednesday edition of the Mike Rutherford Show, 1450 96.1 Big X Sports Radio. Trevor Kelsey is in the house. We'll get back to your all's thoughts on the 2 text lines here momentarily. But could I interest you in a little semi-breaking men's basketball non-conference scheduling news?
Like any time of the day.
Boy, could you.
Boy,
via Brooks Holton of the Courier-Journal.
Yeah.
Louisville has now announced, or not announced, but they have added 2 more home games to their 26-27 non-conference schedule.
Okay.
On Wednesday, December 16th, Louisville will host Long Island. The Sharks, fins up. Remember that from last year?
Isn't that a Miami Dolphins thing?
No, it's like they created it for Long Island. They used to be the Blackbirds. They're now the Sharks. And they had this group of guys that at home games, whenever there's like a free throw, they go, fins up, and they do a fin together.
Long Island, New York?
Yes.
There's a lot of Sharks.
No, Long Island, South Dakota.
Well, isn't there a Long Island in California?
I don't believe so.
Or I thought there was a something island. Maybe I'm not. Are there all Sharks in New York?
Don't worry about that.
Okay. Why am I so obsessed with Long Island?
Right off Long Island.
Yeah.
Lots of you can't swim in the Hudson. You can't swim. There's sharks everywhere.
Well, I disagree. Kramer did it.
Kramer did it. They're everywhere. The big one for you though is going to be that Saturday.
Okay, so that wasn't the big. You're not bearing the lead here.
Well, I mean, Long Island is coming off of an NCAA tournament trip.
Of course.
But it's personal for you on Saturday.
Oh, what happened?
Who do you think it is?
We had Western?
No. Louisville will host Stan Heath and the Eastern Michigan Eagles on Saturday, December 19th. God. The team that famously outplayed Louisville in Kenny Payne's first season and took $500 from Trevor Kelsey's pockets and put them into the pockets of one Justin, don't call me Scooter Dingus Kalen. This is a big deal for you.
Do you think Pat Kelsey knows this and is doing this for me?
This is basically the TK Classic.
First of all, is Stan Heath still at Eastern Michigan?
Yes.
Okay. It is reasonable to ask that, right? I mean,
they did win 10 games last year, so he's improving.
No, he is improving.
They didn't qualify for the MAC tournament. But by God, they still won 4 conference games.
That's pretty shameful, isn't it? I mean, did you qualify for a tournament? No. The NCAA? No, well, not exactly.
I'm not sure they've qualified for the MAC tournament in a few years.
Wow. I mean, clearly they just don't care. I feel like he's Milton from Office Space. They just don't even know he's still working there.
I used to coach South Florida. Like, that's good enough. You're good. Lifetime contract.
And I think I told you my story of emailing their SID and forgetting to put his name in there.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, they got so mad at me. Yeah.
No, it's like, yeah, we forget his name too.
They're like, yeah, we don't know either.
Do you remember when we had Amani Bates? That was cool. I don't know why the Eastern Michigan representative talks like this. They do have Mo Habab.
So they had Bobby Petrino over there or something.
They do have Mo Habab, who was a very good freshman last season, who briefly entered the portal.
Okay.
And we really wanted to get. Like, we took a run at him, and they somehow convinced him to return to Ypsilanti and play for EMU this season. So they've got, maybe they're going to win 10 games this year, 11 games this year.
No, they can win 10, they can win 11. It doesn't matter because, hey, Scoot, you want to bet 500 that we win more than Eastern Michigan this year again?
I feel like a spread bet's coming.
How about double or nothing, man?
December 19th, big deal.
I mean, we're gonna beat the poop out of them.
The poop?
A poop.
Beat the poop out of them?
We're going to beat the poop out of them and leave it on the bed like Amber Heard.
So, I don't even know. It's a little bit of a dated reference, too, at this point.
Well,
I believe that we now have one non-conference slot left.
Okay.
We've got 4 bye games on the schedule. I mean, here's what we're dealing with now. Reminder, November 2nd, season starts, opening night, Chattanooga. November 7th, we play Morehead State. There's a big gap between that Morehead State game and the first game of the Players Era Festival. We had 10 days off, I believe, around the same time last year.
I do
before the Kentucky, or after the Kentucky game maybe, or before the Kentucky game. Whatever it was a surprisingly large gap. We might be headed towards something similar because, like I said, I think there's only one more non-con game that we can add. Although we don't know the dates officially for Memphis State or Baylor. So we're playing Chattanooga and then Morehead State. The next scheduled game we have is against Texas Tech on the Tuesday of Thanksgiving week, November 24th, in the first game of the Players Era Festival. We'll have a day off that Wednesday. Thanksgiving Day, we play the winner or the loser of St. John's, Oregon. Could be Rick Pitino. November 27th, that Friday, we will play somebody from the other side of the bracket, Tennessee, Iowa State, Maryland, or San Diego State. And then if we win all 3 of those games, we will play Saturday, November 28th, in the Players Era Festival title game. If we lose once before then, we won't, and that'll be our run in Vegas. Regardless of how we play in Vegas, we will come home and be tested immediately. December 1st, it's Texas, in the first big home game of the season. That'll be the ACC SEC Challenge on December 1st. Then that Saturday, December 5th, we go to Detroit and play Michigan, the reigning national champion. A week after that, December 12th, we're at Kentucky. And now we know right after the Kentucky game on Wednesday, December 16th, we will host Long Island. And then that Saturday, December 19th, we will host Eastern Michigan. What we don't know, we're going to play Baylor. The rumor, it's not official, but I can tell you the rumor is that that game is going to be Saturday, January 23rd, and it will be played in Nashville. And then we also have a road game against Memphis State that has not been scheduled. Like I said, I believe we only have room for one more non-conference home game. And this is a ridiculous non-conference schedule, but it is a little bit of a bummer that you've only got one real good true home game on this non-con schedule, and it's the Texas game. Even the big exhibition game against Kansas is on the road this year. That kind of sucks for season ticket holders. But you do get Duke and North Carolina both at home this year in conference play.
That's a perk, I guess. I mean, yeah.
There's just not many home games on the schedule in the first 2 months.
I think the problem is, though, is when you want to play better teams, short of the ACC Challenge, which rotates.
Everyone wants the neutral
play
site.
the neutral site. Yeah, you don't want. I don't want to. Well, I should have to come to your house. You come to my house. If you don't want to come to my house, we'll play neutral. I mean,
yeah.
It kind of. I mean, I guess if you live in one of those neutral cities and you're a fan of us, then that's great. But yeah, I agree. I'm not really a fan. The neutral site thing could really be cut back a little bit.
I wish that there was some way to incentivize playing home and homes, just because.
But we give more credit to neutral site in terms of the.
You do, because you only have to be top 50 for it to be a quad one game.
Yeah, it's just BS.
And then I think there's also some financial benefits. The TV rights get to be split more even. But I mean, here, like I said, whatever the benefits are, I wish the NCAA could step up and do something to minimize those benefits. Just because, even if it's not a Louisville game, as a impartial observer, the games that are played on campus in arenas are just so much better. Like, the atmosphere is better. It's better for the fans on both sides. The win means more if you're able to go into somebody else's building and pull it off. And I always watch the games, and the quality of the game is great. But when you have, like, it was Duke, Michigan last year, you're playing in front of a sleepy crowd in Chicago or wherever that was, and it's just, it's not the same as if that game is at Cameron Indoor.
Or at Michigan State.
Yeah. I mean, it just, like, play the games. I'm sick of seeing these big arenas with 5,000 fans and just, everybody, like, you're asking fans to make basically an NCAA tournament's worth of trips just to follow their team in December and November. And that's silly as well.
And yet then, they wonder why fans aren't showing up to their home games.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
You unlike ChatGPT, you screw us enough, we're not going to keep coming back.
Oh, I didn't realize Stan Heath got fired after last year.
Okay. Well, should I say good, bad? I don't know. I mean,
I'm just now seeing the release from March. Eastern Michigan and Stan Heath mutually agree to part ways. There it is.
Mutually agreed.
Mutually agreed.
As in, we changed the locks and we didn't tell him.
Pretty much.
So who's the new coach at Eastern Michigan?
Billy Donlin.
Billy Donovan?
Yes, Billy the Kid. Eastern Michigan fans are like, yes, it's Billy Donovan. Don't say Billy Donlin too quickly.
Oh, Billy Donlin.
Billy Donlin. Michigan fan. Don't look it up. No, it's Billy Donovan.
I mean,
he was the associate head coach at Clemson for the past several years under Brad Brownell.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, was Clemson that bad, dude?
No, they were good.
No, I mean, I was asking that guy, was Clemson so bad you wanted to go Eastern Michigan?
We took their other assistant, too. We took Sean Dixon. I think he was the head coach at UMKC, which is a terrible program, for 3 years.
Not to be confused with UMBC.
Not to be confused with UMBC. Do you know the mascot of University of Missouri, Kansas City?
Is it the Terriers?
No.
Is it dog-related?
No.
What is it then?
Kangaroos, baby, the Roos.
Oh, I think I should
Let's
know.
go.
Yeah.
It's where Andre McGee was.
Yeah.
Go Roos. Let's finish up the Thornton's YouTube stream comments before we get back to the Game Day Men's Health text line. We do want to remind you guys again, this show and the stream, fueled by Thornton's. Power up every morning with great coffee, fuel, and discounts at every stop, and there's 635 of them in this area, so you know that they know what they're doing. We love Thornton's, and we love you on the Thornton's YouTube stream.
I did have that thing I was going to ask you, but we can later.
Okay, I mean, ask me.
It wasn't. You can answer pretty quick. Maybe it's probably stupid, but Pete's question was, what stories in movies or stories in sports would make a good movie and going forward?
Oh, that's classic summer radio.
Oh, I told you it was classic summer radio. But the reason I bring it up is because when we're talking about John and ALS, it made me think, like, I know it's been done, but like a more modern version, updated version of like the Lou Gehrig story was something that came to my mind, and primarily because, I mean, with Chris Johnson, you have, I know Rebel John, maybe not nationally known, but like it does feel like ALS is somehow like
on the rise.
Coming out more known than ever before in my life. I mean, until in the last like 5 or 6 years, it was like a telethon and it was Lou Gehrig. And like now, like seeing more people have, coming out with that, I could see maybe doing a movie like that. Is there one that maybe I'm missing?
By the way, you see leprosy is back?
No, I did not.
Yeah, we got leprosy back now. And also we had more salmonella at Chipotle.
Well, I've never eaten Chipotle. So
we got salmonella. We got exploding diarrhea lettuce. We got leprosy, measles at an all-time high. We're just falling apart.
We're just falling apart. Is there any sports stories that you think that's never been a movie that you would like to see?
Tim Henderson, Wichita.
Which
the Tim Henderson story.
Couldn't be worse than the Hank Gathers made-for-TV movie. I'll tell you that much. Bank shot.
I do think I cried during the Hank Gathers, the other Bo Kimball movie.
Oh, first of all, I love it, as cheesy and corny as it is, because it was, at the time, I was a big Hank Gathers fan, and so sad when he passed, and that was story, the right age for it. But yeah, I just remember Gathers being like, "Here you're going to Kentucky, Bo." He's like, and he opens his shirt, he's like, "I'm USC bound with you, baby."
Let's go through the Thornton's YouTube stream really quickly here, because we have a lot of text to get to. Pruski says, "I'm 6'5" and gainfully employed. I don't give a bleep about what UK fans say. Give me the Ole Miss win." I mean, they're not actively fighting me. It's not based on my size. It's still annoying to hear them constantly bring up beating us in basketball or football for that matter. It's still annoying. Jules Clay says, is Roman contractually not allowed to stop by anymore? No, he can. When can we have him on an episode again? It was nice hearing Matt for those couple of days. Also, TK has been great. Don't get it twisted. Roman texted me like 3 a.m. last night.
Wow, drunk text?
Probably.
I love it.
But he let me know that he has got the I don't want to make the announcement like for him.
Did he get another job?
He's got like 2 pretty big play-by-play gigs that he landed.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
He was doing like, was it mid-college or?
Midway. He did some basketball games. But I believe, I think he's good. He's like the play-by-play guy for Racing Lou and Lou City for the rest of the year.
Okay, well,
on the radio, which is a big deal.
Wasn't Pence doing that, or was he doing the stadium?
I think he's PA stuff.
Okay, different.
And then Roman's he's coaching soccer over at Dawes.
Yes, with championship coach.
Dragon state title on the horizon. While his brother is still gearing up for his senior season at Atherton, I'm torn. I'm a Rio fan, so I'm all in on Atherton soccer. But now I got Roman over at Dawes. It's a brotherly feud.
And we play Jack Harlow, Atherton's favorite son.
That's right. Pusha Keith also says, after hearing Akron's price for season tickets, I decided to look up and see how much our tickets were going for on the resale market.
Oh, good Lord.
You can get in the door to every Louisville football game this season for less than $150 total. Cheapest ticket for each game is as follows: Nova 14, SMU 27, Wake 13, Florida State 57, Stanford 10, and Pitt 20. This is me begging for people to actually show up since the tickets are actually affordable.
Are those ticket markets, i.e., season ticket sellers, or are they just individual?
I can tell you.
What I'm trying to ask you.
I would say, we're not, U of L does not pay us to do the show. So I wouldn't say this if they were. But I'll say it since we're not affiliated with U of L. It's smarter not to have season tickets right now in football. Because if you want to go to games, you can almost always find tickets that are cheaper than the face value that you pay for your season tickets.
If you're willing to sit up high, especially.
Even if you can usually not.
For the record, upper deck is not bad in football to me because you can see the whole field, and it's.
I would say that just about every game besides Florida State this year, which is going to be a Friday night game, you'll be able to find a lower level ticket for less than what you would pay in your season tickets. Like it's just. It's the way that it is. I don't like it any more than producer Keith does.
That's why you got fired as salesman for Louisville University of Louisville.
Yeah, I lasted 3 weeks where I was like, hey, guys, you don't want to do this. You can find cheaper tickets if you don't buy through the university. A2 Lance says, speaking of influencers, did you see Arizona State offering an undergraduate degree to be an influencer? Would you let your daughter attend ASU to learn about influencing? No.
First of all, I did see this, and nothing shocked me that it's Arizona State that's the first one to do this.
Yeah, of course not.
I mean, it's Arizona State, for God's sakes.
Speaking of my daughter, I mentioned yesterday how frustrated she was playing Connect 4. The level of we started learning how to ride a bike without training wheels last night.
Oh, no.
The level of frustration there, my God. A different level.
Did she fall?
No, because I was holding her up. We didn't even get to a point where she's trying to do it without me, using the towel method, where you kind of it was terrible.
I was gonna say, wouldn't you do the thing where she's like, "Don't let go," and you're like, "I'm not," and you just let go and don't tell her?
If I could ever get her to a point where she's pedaling enough to let go, I mean, she's like, "I'm scared." I'm like, "I'm literally holding on to you. I need you to pedal the entire time." And she pedals for a little bit and then just stops pedaling. I'm like, "You can't." I'm like, "The bike will tip over if you stop." I mean, I don't know how much more clear I can be about this. We're just working on pedaling, and she can. It was
at 6. She probably should get the training wheels off by 6.
This is go time. This was one of the goals for the summer.
Yeah,
and we've kind of been sleeping on it, but I was just I'm drenched in sweat out there chasing her, basically holding her up as she tries to pedal this bike. I'm like, Jesus.
I think we could sell tickets to watching Mike try to parents sometimes. I know it's because it sure as hell entertains people listening to you have to do it with me on the air. I can only imagine you doing it with your own child.
My kid, they're so different. Real quick story. The other night, Virginia is such a deep thinker for a kid who's 6. She brings up out of nowhere. I don't even know what we were talking about, but she just goes, I was thinking, what if we were already dead and this is heaven? You get to live at the age where you were the happiest, and this is the age that we all picked. And I was like, my God. I was like, my little existentialist here. like she has these deep thoughts that are like incredible for a 6-year-old to have. And then like 10 minutes later, we've done our bedtime routine and like we've done our prayers and it's time to go to bed and it's dead silence. And John just goes, "Who do you think's gonna die first, Nana or Granddad?" Which are my parents. And I was just like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know, bud. Why are you thinking that? And Virginia's like, we could all just die tomorrow. I'm like, I'm like, go to sleep, guys. What are you guys doing?
Your kids are gonna end up being like a Partridge Family emo band or something. I mean,
they think deep. Well, I mean, John. I don't know where John's thoughts are coming from, but Virginia is She.
I don't know why I pictured John like flapping his hair behind, saying that like conformists.
Yeah, that's not. I don't think that'll be John either, but who knows? But they are very different.
We did. I don't remember. I mean, I don't remember 6.
I don't remember being 6,
but I don't remember actually asking any kind of question like that when I'm 6. Like mostly, it's like what happens when we die or something. That, as a parent, you don't even want to talk about that, or like maybe the family pet passes away, and I don't remember ever being so so deep like that at that point.
She's
maybe it's the internet. I don't know.
Maybe she's something. Game Day Men's Health text line 502-414-1450. Texted my buddy's mom was cleaning. First time texter, Cowboy. Was cleaning out her house over the weekend, and he sent me some neighborhood section St. Matthews baseball and basketball clippings that you guys brought up on the show today.
I wonder what year this is from.
I don't know. Is this me? Am I in this? St. Matthews Major.
No, this has got to be baseball. I'm looking because I'm seeing.
I remember Kevin Harvey and Jeremy Sowers combined to pitch a 2-hit shutout. Wagner Electric down PNC Bank 14-0. So these are.
Well, Jeremy Sowers played in pro ball. Yeah.
He did. So he was 2 years ahead of me. So this is when I was 10. So I wasn't in this league. Spencer Grayer, who was Mr. Baseball, he gets a shout out there. Adam Fackler, shout out to the Fackler fam. Holy Trinity's best. A lot of familiar names here in this.
Oh, one. This would have been me. I do. Oh yeah, I coached this. John Kelsey. Look, his name John Kelsey at the very bottom. Adam Childs scores 20 points. Pat Douglas scores 24. Eric Douglas. I coached this all-star team. Chris Kelly, Adam Childs were dominant.
There's a lot of familiar names here. My guy,
John Barry,
Clark King, Holy Trinity, Chris McCombs, Ballard baseball pitcher, Josh Phelps, my guy, probably listening right now. Joe Escola, one of my best friends. Ben Seawer, Jordan Whitaker, Chris McCoy played with him throughout.
Shout out to Jordan and his father Myron, who was a big friend of our family. Chris McCoy, who I remember walking. This is insane, yeah.
I talked to McCoy still a decent amount. His last name is now no longer McCoy, but he's a doctor in California.
Is he really?
He was just the second Trinity player, and they've had several since then, who was on the All-State team afterwards. He was very good.
I know you can say I cheated on this, but I could have told you that Jordan and Chris were on the Spurs without seeing it on here. That's how much I remember that.
I played this year. They beat the hell out of us. This was the year I was on the Magic.
I was going to say, this says Childs is 12 to 14, which means he's 12 because we didn't go over 12. Other leagues did. We didn't. That means he's 12.
I played when we were 14.
Well, we used not to because John had a policy. If you couldn't play freshman ball and play little league, and he says if you're not good enough to play freshman ball at high school, we don't want to do little league like that.
Well, 14-year-olds, it's 8th grade. I was 14. We all played. We all.
Well, you must be. I was 14 as a freshman.
I mean, everybody turns. You're probably 14 for part of it, but you probably turned 15 when you were a freshman.
But we normally did only up to 13. We normally are 12 and 13. We didn't use
all of us were 14, and we played. We won it.
We bent the rules for you. We wanted to make you feel good. This is great. I do love this in though.
Yeah, send some more in. Trevor Stepdad says Mike talked about the Reds. No, they won last night again.
Papa, don't make him mad.
On a pair of wild pitches. I'm still mad. Boxcar Bob said, I've never gone for the handicap stalls, not because I'm afraid of a handicapped person needing the stall, but it always seemed like the crack in the door is right in front of the toilet, and I feel like everyone can see me taking a grumper.
It does have the larger gap, doesn't it?
It does. Still worth it, I think, if you can, if you're fine. But like I said, I'll never do it again.
I mean, the odds of that happening are
I'm aware
so slim.
Even so, like there isn't. Once it happens to you once, Trev,
I believe it, yeah.
There is an irrational it's like if you got struck by lightning.
No, it's like when you get food poisoning from somewhere, you never eat there again.
If you got struck by lightning in the middle of a storm when you were outside, everybody in the world can tell you every time it storms, like, you're fine. The chances of getting struck by lightning again are astronomical. Let's go play wiffle ball in the rain. You ain't playing wiffle ball in the rain. That's how I feel.
Good Lord, would never end up my greatest golf game ever.
Boston Bob also says Chris the Plumber trying to connect 9/11 to Mamdani getting elected, and it's the
Pepe,
old
yeah.
Pepe Sylvia.
What did he call the song? The secret to my success song. The Day Bow Wow song.
Day Bow Wow.
Yeah.
Texas says I'm pretty sure it's TK's. Hold on. What did he start with here? I texted in to hear what you all think will be this year's starting five. Also, that's from yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's TK's fuel pump. Go to AutoZone and have them scan it, report back. Is that
fuel pump's not really expensive though, is it?
I don't know.
Like I'm hoping it's like a plug or something. When I Googled it, I love Google. It tells me it says it could be multiple things, anywhere ranging between the cost of $20 and $2,500.
Oh, I love those.
It's like, wow, great, thanks.
We'll be there to fix your cable at some time between 9 a.m. and 6 p.m.
Seriously.
Texas, is Trevor saying that he needs Braum in his life for his testicles' sake? That was the 239. That's how far we've made it on the text line, by the way.
Yes. In a way, yes.
Sure.
My testicles are on life of my testicles are on the line thanks to Jeff Braum.
He also says, I did cheer during Endgame. It was a moment 12 years in the making. I mean, I remember seeing those videos everywhere.
Again, but how's that any different if we mock somebody for, we cheer at home for a sporting event? Is that really any different?
I'm not mocking anybody.
Well, I'm
just saying I wouldn't do it.
I know, but I'm saying, I guess, yeah. I'm just saying, I guess he teaches his own is what I'm trying to say. But I'm with you. I think doing it for a movie is just lame.
Should we do the national anthem before a movie viewing? Where do we draw the line on national anthems before events? That's the next question.
I am not doing a national anthem before every movie. I barely get there in time.
Think carefully, Chris the Plumber's. He's not afraid to text back into the show.
Does it take away a trailer? And now are we taking away the singing soda pop to tell me to be quiet and turn my phone off? Because I need that.
You do need that. Let's take a break. When we come back, it's the final segment of the day. We'll run through a lot of text. And then make some predictions for the night ahead in sports. It's the Mike Rutherford Show. Back after this to wrap things up here on 1450 and 96.1 Big X Sports Radio.
Kentucky Roll Call.
I'm starting to wonder who did win those games. Whenever Cal got tossed and Kenny would take over. If everything is taken care of in practice, Kenny can do the in-game stuff.
No.
He actually, in several games, one of them was at Arkansas. Kentucky wasn't doing that well. Cal gets tossed. Kentucky then goes zone, and they win the game.
And they went to the huddle, and they said, Kenny, what should we do? And Coach goes, duh.
Weekdays at noon on the Big X Sports Radio.
I spend my days teaching fifth graders that big things are built one step at a time.
And at home, we're living that lesson. I'm Kevin Miles.
I'm Rachel, wife, teacher, and we're getting ready to welcome our baby boy.
We can't wait. We're practicing being big siblings.
Crossbase Medic is our family business, built on one simple belief. Your home should feel safe, comfortable, and healthy for the people you love most.
Crossbase Medic, a healthy home starts from the ground up. You can find us at crossbasemedic.com.
Guns, gears, and great deals. Say it with me. Everything concealed carry. With over 1,000 firearms in stock, you'll find exactly what you're looking for. Shop SIG, Smith & Wesson, HK, Glock, and more. Plus the best selection of used guns in Louisville. Looking for premium? Check out Kimber, Dan Wesson at Wilson Combat. We pay cash for guns, and we always have specials. Visit Everything Concealed Carry. 10306 Taylorsville Road in the heart of J-Town. Everything Concealed Carry, your best shot at a great deal.
When design is key to your landscape project, give Walnut Ridge Landscape and Design a call at 812-288-6691. Walnut Ridge has more experience than any landscape company in the area. Remember, Walnut Ridge Landscape and Design. When design is key to your project and you want the most experienced landscaping company in the area. Give Walnut Ridge a call at 812-288-6691. Walnut Ridge Landscape and Design. When design is key.
Since 1880, Merriman Billings Funeral Home has played a vital role in Bullitt County and Metro Louisville. They're the only family-owned and operated funeral home in Shepherdsville. Merriman Billings can help you plan ahead on their innovative website, MARAMAN Billings.com. Learn unique ways to celebrate a life and leave a lasting impression. Visit MerrimanBillings.com and explore possibilities you may have never thought of before. Merriman Billings is a trusted name. Call them at 502-955-9771.
T.A. Jenkins and T.A. Jenkins Company, LLC, proud sponsor of high school basketball on the Big X. Call Terry Jenkins at 812-989-7381 for your residential and commercial construction needs. Design, build, or remodel, it's T.A. Jenkins Company, LLC, located in New Albany. Email Terry at tajenkins@tajenkinsco.com. That's Ginkins. T.A. Jenkins Company.
Swing into the action at Park Mammoth Golf Club, a breathtaking and challenging course just off I-65 in Park City, Kentucky. Stay in the know with the Park Mammoth Golf Club app. Get course updates, special offers, GPS, gift cards, and easy tee time bookings. After your round, unwind at the Mammoth Grill, where delicious food meets stunning course views in our brand new clubhouse. Visit parkmammothgolfclub.com and experience the best in golf today.
A little warmer, a little more humid today. We'll keep a few clouds around overnight tonight. Temperatures in the 70s by early Thursday morning. It's back to school for JCPS. Look for only a minor rain chance. That's 20%. Stays hot. Upper 80s for highs on Thursday. Back in the mid to upper 80s on Friday. From the Wave Storm Tracking Team, I'm Kevin Harnan.
This Wave Storm Tracking Team forecast is brought to you by Glanz & Buffett Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Comfort you can count on. Service you can trust since 1923.
This is Kentuckiana's only locally owned sports talk. The Big X, AM 1450 and 96.1 FM, WXVW Jeffersonville.
Oh, UB40. I had to cue it up near the middle so we could get this part right here.
This is true, authentic reggae. Red one, you make me feel fun.
Get that part in there.
Be happy all of the time. These are white guys, by the way.
Ian said this. So the video I pulled up is just it has Bob Marley in the background. The lyrical video, and he goes the same thing. He goes, "Why is there a picture of Bob Marley for a song about 3 white dudes from Great Britain?"
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
This is traditional reggae.
It's the 80s, man. We didn't know any better.
Wasn't this 90s?
No, this is 88. I was telling him.
Was it really? I remember this being on like 99.7 DJX.
It came out. It was so popular. This was the song at my 8th grade sleepover.
Was it really?
Yeah, my 8-year-old sleepover I had in 88. Yeah, this was the jam.
It was released in 1983.
Oh, well, now, originally?
Wow.
Okay. I think it didn't hit popularity till late 80s. I might have been.
Sometimes there are songs that get recorded
and
then become popular like 4 or 5 years later.
I think that's because I remember the video.
Red wine.
Because the video would play on MTV nonstop because it was like the #1 song at the time.
Yeah, it did chart. This charted at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1988.
Yeah, see?
#1 song in America in 1988. 3 British white guys doing reggae.
That would be at the same time Rick Anstey was popular too, though.
Yeah, let's get it. I'm not going to lie. It's a catchy song. I enjoy the song, unironically.
All their mainstream hits are pretty catchy. The Elvis remake and
both of them?
Yeah. Well, no, the other one's not an Elvis remake, is it?
I mean, both of the songs they had that I feel like were mainstream.
Oh, well, Red Wine, yeah, is a remake, isn't it?
I was just saying, you said all their songs were catchy. I was like, both of them.
Oh, there was 3.
We've got one more segment here, about 20 minutes left before we have to wrap up. We have like 85 texts to get to. We're probably not going to
and
get
now we
to.
just insulted UB40, so I'm going to double it.
The UB40 crowd is just up in arms right now. We're going to get a lot of texts about that, I'm sure. 502-414-1450 is the Gameday Men's Health text line. I'll tell you what, let's get to this as quickly as we possibly can. Let's go. Rapid fire. Text says, Tampa card here.
Tampa card.
You guys going to make it down to Nashville? Do you know of any U of L pregame parties? I can't, unfortunately. It's Virginia's birthday. But like I said yesterday, it's anecdotal, but I have had a lot of people that I both know and just strangers talking about how they're going down there with big crowds. I think we're going to be well represented in Nashville. I would assume, I don't think U of L has announced any plans yet. They usually have alumni tailgates set up for this type of thing. I would assume there'll be one of those. I think you'll also have some fan tailgates. You've got, the Collision Course crew and a bunch of other kind of fan tailgate groups that I'm sure will be setting up somewhere. When we get word of those, we will we'll spread the news here for sure. Texture says, podcast listeners, so sorry if it derails the show a little bit. No concern there.
Yeah.
But you all discussed attendance yesterday, and I recently found out from my student daughter that they completely did away with the villain student tickets. Ugh, that's not good.
I did not know that.
They should be the focus on coming, and when you limit everything to single-game raffle ticket system, you are killing the student section. She became a full-blown football fan because of her attendance to the games. Do better, U of L. So I don't remember the exact details, but I do remember there was a huge kind of controversy with how the student tickets for basketball were divvied out last year. And from what I was told, that's why the student section kind of sucked last year. The student section had gotten really good at the end of the Chris Mack tenure, and then it, as you would expect, was not good when we were winning 4 and 8 games. And then I thought for Pat Kelsey's first year, it was really, really good. Kelsey, I'll say this, he was aware of the fact that the student section dwindled last year from where it was in year one. If they didn't take steps to remedy it, and in fact did something that is going to make it worse for both football and basketball, I can't understand that. I don't know what's going on, but you got to do better. The student sections have to be good.
I mean, we've never been one to be led by our student section being
no, but we made strides, and now it feels like we're taking steps in the wrong direction on this front. I mean, last year, the swagging and surfing, they were terrible at swagging and surfing. Everyone's going the wrong direction. It got better. Someone took the reins and tried to lead last year, but early on,
You're welcome.
It was embarrassing, man. You got people swagging when they're supposed to be surfing when they're supposed to be swagging, girls refusing to participate. It was a disaster.
Cats hanging out with dogs, anarchy.
It was a bleep show, man. Texter says, losing to Ole Miss to beat UK in basketball means we can still beat UK in football also, as well as make the ACC title game in football and go to the playoffs.
We didn't include that means we can also get the sweep. That's obviously a selling point.
I mean, we're expecting to beat UK in football at this point. I'm not saying it's like a given, but like we're going to be a heavy favorite if all things go according to plan this year.
We can't lose to Stein his first year.
You can't, especially now that he's talking a little smack.
And because Braum lost his first year.
That's true. Lazard guy says, clapping during the end credits is psychotic behavior and deserves jail time. A little bit stronger than we were, but
I
same opinion.
share your passion a little bit there.
He also says there's probably a ridiculous percentage of fans who pick the regular season basketball game in this hypothetical, and that makes me irrationally angry.
Wow, he does have anger issues, doesn't he?
Beating Ole Miss in the opener immediately vaults us into the top 15 and has the program being talked about for weeks. Beating a Mark Pope-led Kentucky team in one of 10,000 regular season college basketball games will mean little to nothing on the national scene. Jail time for that answer. Back to your cell, TK.
Until the ending saved that text for me. That was funny. I like that. Before that, I'm like, come on. No, it's not as easy as you make it sound.
It's not. I agree. There are people who work in places who are listening to the show right now who have like 10 Kentucky fans surrounding them at all hours.
Yes.
And that person knows that if they lose that basketball game, their next 12 months are going to be absolute hell.
And a lot of times those are casual fans that sometimes don't follow the game as much.
But they know who wins U of L UK.
Exactly. And when I worked in Spectrum in the call center, that's the life I lived.
Texas Card should have a fundraiser, and whoever wins gets to be the clock management person for Braum. 2 birds, 1 stone. So you weren't around for this last year, but I said they need to hold a tournament, Madden tournament on campus. The winner gets to be in charge of clock management because I like Greg a lot. Greg is apparently the person who's in charge of clock management. We have sucked at clock management for the last 4 years.
It's so bizarre,
especially at the end of the second half.
I worked with the guy for years, and he was always on time. Always knew when to go to break and come back.
I mean, at the end of the second quarter, we do the wrong thing every single time, and it's just like anybody who plays video games knows how to manage this better. That I'd be willing to bet they haven't made a change in that department. They need to make a change in that department. Texter says,
I just saw the last text.
It says wrong show. It's not going to stop me from reading it.
Curious even more, yeah.
Promise to U of L fans what Dandy Andy is to KY Dems.
Wait, so
I don't even know what that means.
I'm more curious. Like, what show is that meant for?
Wildly Successful?
What? Who could he? Are they talking about something else on another station? I don't know.
I don't know.
By the way, I don't know why. I know some people don't like Andy. You're not. You're an Andy fan, right?
I think he's done well. I mean, he's
I got no issues with him.
The fact that he's a Democrat that is a 2-term governor in one of the reddest states in the country is pretty remarkable.
Some of my political friends just don't like him, and they have their reasons, but I don't know. Maybe I don't get it.
I mean, the governor is always going to be disliked.
And
I don't think he's perfect.
There's not a politician you can't probably find something
Absolutely
that I like about.
He's done some stuff that I don't like, but for the most part, I think the good has outweighed the bad. I think now he's maybe being a little bit too vanilla because he wants to be president, and he's kind of seeing those polling numbers slipping away a little bit, but hopefully he keeps his focus on bettering the lives of the fine people of the state of
I'd rather be old school vanilla than new school mudslinging.
He took some shots on Twitter the other night.
I saw. Well, that was Fancy Farm, though.
Fancy Farm.
That was the point of it. But yeah,
Texas, me getting to choose the music for a Louisville football game every first down. Cowboy.
Hey, that's my lawyer right there.
God, that'd be great. Speedy time. Cowboy. Texas, hey Mike. Before the show starts, I think the caller should wager over/under on how many times Travis Kelce talks about movies and music.
Well,
it's a lot.
Good luck on that because I'm Trevor. You just lost your bet, dude.
I think it's a joke. I think it's part of the joke. Like the guy who calls me Mark every time.
Oh, gotcha.
First time
I don't want to be Travis. Can I be something else?
First time texter, Cowboy.
Cowboy.
Do you think PK, MK, Ultra, Siva to derail the St. John's game plan from within? Reggie Jackson from Naked Gun style.
Hey, Reggie Jackson was there to kill the queen. You've seen Naked Gun, right?
Of course.
Okay, you know, but you get the reference then.
Yes, I don't. The first part of that text, I don't get at all. The MK Ultra.
I thought it was a beer.
Yeah. But no, I don't think that we've planted Peyton Siva with false information to derail St. John's in a game that may not even happen.
I think he thinks we sent him there to kill Rick Pitino.
I hope that's not true.
It's not true either.
Texas, hey Mike, I thought you knew Chris the Plumber is a racist, like is his idol Trump. 512. Here we go.
There we go. To be fair, that was sent at 3:39.
Texas, Chris Republicans, Mike Democrats, you both suck, and all of you are just alike. Yeah, and there we go. Just everything's just alike. Like Trevor said, this is the best country on the planet. Things are never going to be perfect. There's always going to be problems. Shut up. Now knock off the politics and start talking football.
Hey, I'm not saying you can't complain. That's one of the beauties of this country. You're allowed to be and moan all you want.
Damn right.
I don't have to take you seriously, but you can allowed to do it.
Texas, I for one commend New York for not electing another Christian terrorist. Jesus Christ, God. After all, Christianity is responsible for the largest act of religious terrorism in the world, killing up to 9 million people in the Holy Crusades. Am I doing Chris the Plumber's logic right? I don't know, man. Can we go back to like best Tom Hanks movie?
I'm so much rather talk politics and religion.
Texas, Quincy Riley is a top 5 cornerback at Louisville. God, Quincy Riley was so good. And he's already off to a great start.
I love you said it. Read the next text on this texter.
Also, Big Numbers is the best Hanks movie yesterday. I'm not crazy about Big. I know you like
you
Big.
shall receive, my friend.
That was synchronized. That was wonderful.
When I did the recap yesterday, which I gave you a shout out for saying goodbye, by the way.
I did say goodbye.
And you did, and I acknowledged it. I did bring up, when I was recapping the topic about Tom Hanks, Big came to my mind yesterday at that point. I mean, there's so many darn movies he's done, it's easy to forget one. But you don't like Big? Why not? You a Penny Marshall fan?
It's one of those, again, like I don't dislike it, I'm just not crazy about it.
All right. I saw it, maybe it's because I saw it in theaters, and it was...
I think when I was little, the thing scared me. Like
the talking gypsy thing?
I remember being creeped out.
Am I allowed to say gypsy still?
I think so.
Okay, I'm not sure. I was just making sure.
I don't know why.
Well, I don't know. I'm not. Sometimes I say things and you're like, dude.
There's
I don't know.
I mean, Roman was that way too at the beginning of the show. There were a lot of things that I was like, I don't think you realize you can't say that.
Well,
man.
see, that's so weird because Roman's young enough. I feel like he should know. Like I'm just old, not realizing things have changed.
Yeah. Texas is a little late to this, but Peyton Siva may be my all-time favorite Cardinal, and I found myself still stewing a little bit over the whole deal. Mm-hmm. It's a pretty rough look, in my opinion, leaving the program like this right before the start of the semester. I'm stuck wondering how he gets back to how I felt him before, at least to 100%.
Let us win. You'll move on.
Yeah, I mean, this is always the risk, right, with former players that come back in some sort of capacity, or even when it's like an announcer. Like Barry Larkin, it's hard for me to remember him as the guy that I love so much as a player because he sucks so bad as an announcer.
You say that. Barry Larkin's like my top 3 favorite Red of all time.
I loved him as a player. He retired rather than play for the Marlins because he loved the Reds so much. And I'm like, there's nothing that guy could do that could ever make me hate him. And then he's like, home runs are actually kind of rally killers. I'm like, oh my God, shut up. Terrible.
One of my favorite things
we gotta go quick here.
Bought was a autographed painting of him doing the 40 for 40 MVP home run or whatever year. One of my favorite pieces still. And I didn't have enough money at the time. I bought it in installments.
Ohio Guy says, interesting that Crystal Plummer hasn't commented on the allegations against Ken Paxton and Max Miller. Thank you for that.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up, yeah.
Texas, am I the only one who has zero interest in hearing fools bring up politics? No, you're not.
No.
I've held my tongue on the subject for long enough. Is it fair to ask that Crystal Plummer's politically written text get skipped as punishment until he can contain himself on a consistent basis? I mean, usually we make it till this part of the show. For those, Chris texted at like 3:25, which I didn't realize it was for KRC, but
either or
the first text.
And I'm not supporting a ban yet. I don't believe in that.
Texas fun fact: Joseph McCarthy. Good God, Joseph McCarthy's chief counsel, Roy Cohn, was Trump's attorney and mentor for many years early in Trump's career. It's a good for all American ideas to Google Roy Cohn. Good start to learn more about Trump. Maybe Google Victor Orban, too. I don't know who Victor Orban is.
I love how in 2026 we're getting a Joseph McCarthy reference.
Roy Cohn died of AIDS. I know that.
Yeah, I know who Roy Cohn is.
Texter says, Yo, Lakeside. Who's the other running back besides Jennings that went off against UK and ended up transferring? I think we're going to Lakeside after this game.
Are you?
It was the wide receiver. God, now I'm just completely blanking on the name.
Went off against UK. You mean last year's game?
Yes.
The walk-on is Jennings, right?
That's what he said. Braxton Jennings.
Yeah.
And then we moved the Sean Boykins.
Oh, yeah.
So he also rushed for over 100 yards.
Oh, we ran all over him.
And then he transferred.
Where'd he go? Do you know?
It was somewhere lesser than where I thought it was going to be. Like I thought he was going to be a power conference transfer. He went to like a FCS school.
Oh, wow. Maybe he just wanted to play right. Well, because that's not an excuse anymore, is it?
No. It's like Duquesne.
I didn't realize the kid from Mail, the defensive lineman Brown, entered the portal either until Dalton played. I must have missed that story. I don't think he's landed anywhere since.
Yeah. Podcast random. Well, we're not going to get through all these. Yeah. Podcast random thoughts, guy. Please play track 7 on the album Below, Trevor. Shut up, you forget about your elbow. Sorry to hear about that, but I had to pull this old text out from when you were on sabbatical. It's Bette Midler, Mambo Italiano. Hey, Mambo. Mambo Italiano.
I like that song. Is that what song he's telling me? Hey, it's Bette Midler. I can't go wrong with Bette Midler, right?
Can't go wrong with Bette Midler unless you're trucking her at home plate.
That's, by the way, out of context, that's not a very good sound.
No, it's you're not. Yeah, somebody who's listening is like, oh my God,
what did he do?
It's a Seinfeld reference, softball game. Texter says,
trucking her at home plate.
Scootator says, you should have asked the Lucity guy his rights on us bleeping the bed. I think you mean thoughts. 2 or 3, I think. I mean, he laughed when I did bring up that it was fun for a little bit and then not fun. I mean, this team is just, they've struggled a little bit. Crystal Plummer's back.
Well, poor guy's been getting pooped on over here.
Who blew up the World Trade Centers, Mike?
He did not say that in the text, okay.
He did say it in the text. I believe it was a bunch of Saudi Arabians. Random story about Bobby Buchanan. I worked with him at my first plumbing company I worked with. He was a good guy and hilarious to work with. He lived in Louisville for a bit after college.
Okay. Oh, he worked about okay. I was reading his third one when you read that first one.
I'm not even reading the third one.
Yeah, the third one's just him getting mad, yeah. Listen, Chris, don't get mad. I still like you. And you know what, as far as I know, I like having different opinions, so you're still allowed to text in.
Yeah, I agree. We don't censor around here.
No.
Oh, I mean, sometimes we censor
well,
around
if you come with
we have to. There's stuff I can't read on the radio sometimes. But besides that,
there's someone who's been texting in KRC that is clearly not a fan of me, and I won't even block them.
Yeah.
And if you want to go back and read some of the things they said about me, it's kind of mean, actually.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Dave from Jeffersonville says, ranking of shows, 1, Mike and Roman, 2, Mike and Trevor, 3, Big Gap, 4, Stephen A. shows, 5, Ramsey and Rutherford. I don't know how to feel about that.
I came in second. Yes.
Actually, the first best is Roman and Mike, Petrino impression. Actually. Texas,
I'm in the top 5, baby.
Texas says, I listened to yesterday's show on delay as far as Tom Hanks movies. Check out Charlie Wilson's War.
Oh, yes.
I never ended up seeing that.
Oh, real?
Yeah.
I almost did it. We got
to go quick here, Trev. Also, The Burbs is a late 80s funny dark, but mostly light comedy. I never saw that either. Technically, I saw the Spud Webb video. I'm not buying it. I think it was fake. He's 47. He's in dress pants. I call BS. Well, now he's 63.
And I still think it looked real, but maybe who knows?
Yeah. Texas Jaws was set in Massachusetts, and that's north of Long Island. I think Trevor is thinking of Long Beach in California.
Oh, Long Beach, yes. They're both long, okay? Sorry to get confused.
The city where the skinny carry long heat. Northside Long Beach.
I was thinking, that's what I had in my mind was Long Beach, California, yeah.
Riddler says, Mike, where are the football posters? It's about that time. I looked it up last year. I get this question every year. It's one of those that has not gone away. It has not changed. Every year people are like, when are the posters coming out? I went back and looked last year. They made the announcement on August 7th. So should be soon. Be soon. Texas, Trevor, you need to apply for Survivor or Big Brother.
People have been telling me that for years.
I think you've aged out of that now, right?
Survivor, I would not do
Big Brother,
anyway.
I think they limit to whatever.
I would do Big Brother. I think I'd be fun on that show.
Texas, the Field of Dreams game experience tickets are $1,600 per person. That's too much.
Insane.
That's too much.
I would love to be there, though.
Texter says, everyone's saying the balance bike. We tried this. We tried this.
Walk down the hallway?
There's nothing. There's no suggestion that has been sent in that we have not tried.
You Googled everything?
Yeah, I mean, I watched the videos. We'll get there. It's just, she's headstrong. When she doesn't get things right away, she gets very frustrated. Texas Year of the Cardinal 2.0 is coming. I hope you're right. I did love seeing that they announced the volleyball TV schedule today. 10 nationally televised games, including August 21st, just 2 weeks from Friday. Shot at redemption against Texas A&M. The reigning national champs knocked us off in the Sweet 16. Boom!
Boom!
Let's go. I love, there have been a lot of times early in the season where U of L plays like a nationally televised volleyball match that kicks off at 6, and it's just such a good feeling. The air outside is nice. I get off radio. I go home, immediately flip on ACC Network or ESPN2 or wherever. Little volleyball to kick off the weekend. Football on Saturday. Oh, those days they're almost here. They're almost here. Texas says, dear God, we go from religion to politics. Is this Fox News? It's not.
I wish I was good enough looking to be on Fox News.
Texas, why are folks talking as if we're guaranteed to face Rick Pitino on Thanksgiving in Las Vegas? Given how Pitino's teams have struggled against zone defenses, I would not be surprised if Oregon's matchup zone causes his retooled roster some problems. I don't think people are talking as if it's guaranteed.
Oh, we kind of have that's the point of hypothetically speaking.
Right. I mean, it's the most likely scenario.
Yeah.
We're going to be favored to beat Texas Tech. They're going to be favored to beat Oregon. I think regardless of how the roster shakeups continue. So, but I think we're all saying it's a possible matchup. Even Kelsey said it yesterday. Possible matchup.
I did.
Texas is sure the left and the right are the same. One wants universal health care, and the other thinks groups of people shouldn't have rights. Definitely the same thing. Okay, here we go.
No, they are very similar. They just don't realize it.
I disagree.
That's
wholeheartedly.
okay.
Texas, the Crusades with a Catholic response to the Muslims killing Christians and stealing their holy sites. Learn history.
Lord.
Lazard guy says, Chris isn't the only one. Multiple politically obsessed texters consistently trying to ruin my day. Texter says, get control over this moron. I've just wasted 30 minutes of my life.
This is the guy who hates me. Go look and read some of these guys' texts.
What do you mean, Trevor? I love you. Like, he says, what do you mean, Trevor? I love you.
You're right. I'm sorry.
He loves you.
He just said, I love how he knew I was talking about him, by the way. You notice that he clearly knew I was referring to him.
He clearly doesn't text into the show regularly because most of his texts are from the Peak Show.
He's the
KRC.
He's the one yesterday that made the comment about me not being in the paper for basketball, but for arrests. And I mean,
I didn't hear that one.
You read it. You just don't remember. It's okay.
Yeah, I don't.
Like he's been kind of mean to me. He or she. Maybe it's a she. I don't know. Either way, Texter, I love you too.
Oh, Texas blocking texters is a Diener thing.
Have we blocked a text on this show? I've never blocked one.
I think we hit. There was one like racist when I first started.
Okay, now that
like actually had the hard N or the hard R.
Okay,
and like I blocked that one very quickly.
Yeah, if you're gonna come with racist stuff,
I don't think you can block texters on Text Groove. Like that was the old whatever
G-Chat or Gmail or whatever we used.
I don't think we can even block. I mean, I guess we can just delete text, but like we can't. I don't think block. Actually, I take it back. There's a block profile button right there. We can, but we don't do it. We're going to pick a game real quickly right here. This is brought to you by our guy, Chad Hennessy with InsureMax, proudly serving the Louisville area for over 25 years. Give Chad Hennessy at InsureMax a call today. Why are my sheets are all messed up again?
You're the one that no one else uses them.
Yes, they do. They mess with them all the time. They're always in wrong places.
Who won our game last night, by the way?
I don't have the number. USA beat Guatemala 3-1. Call Chad Hennessy at InsureMax today. I'm gonna have to print out another one because people keep using my. I brought paper from home so that people have paper to scribble their notes on and don't have to use my read sheets. And yet it's still happening.
Apparently, Texas says I'm like his annoying sister. He loves me no matter what. I'll take that.
Yeah, that's.
Hey, I'm a family member, right?
That's nice.
I'm expecting a birthday gift then.
God,
who's our game tonight?
These games suck.
Is it that bad?
There's nothing good on tonight.
There's no soccer, I assume.
There is soccer.
Okay, well,
I'm not picking. These soccer games suck.
Is it MLS?
No.
MLS is going on, is it not? I think.
There's Leagues Cup. Toluca versus Seattle Sounders FC. All right, to hell with that. We're picking this game. Toluca, I don't know where they play. Probably Mexico.
Toluca, I think that's in California, isn't it? Or no, that's in Mississippi. Isn't that where Elvis was born?
I think that's Tupelo, right?
Oh, it is Tupelo.
Toluca FC is in Liga MX. You always make me look up these things that I know. They do play in Mexico. They're taking on the Seattle Sounders FC in the Leagues Cup. FS1 10-10 kickoff tonight. Who advances in the Leagues Cup?
Well, if it had been the birthplace of Elvis, I was going with Tupelo. But it's Almost Famous reference, too. I'm going to go Seattle.
We got to go Seattle, right?
Yeah,
America.
Seattle.
Let's go.
Remember, that's where they almost
Go
crashed
Sounders.
in the Almost Famous plane. I'm riding high above Tupelo, Mississippi, and I'm prepared to die.
Let's we're done with the show. We got Trevor's recap after this, so keep it locked right here.
Be in with me.
Who?
The intern.
Ian's been here this whole time. Yeah, I haven't even said hi to him. Ian hasn't been on the mic at all.
He said he can't believe he didn't know you were here because you haven't.
He didn't talk. He didn't say one thing. All right.
I didn't.
Trevor, the show has to end. We're 2 minutes over the end of the show.
And
we will talk to you guys.
We don't go long.
We will talk to you guys tomorrow at 2:30. Until then, go Cards.
Hit the lakeside.
You make me feel so fine. You keep me rocking all of the time. Red, red wine, you make me feel so grand. I feel $1 million when you're just in my hand. Red, red wine, you make me feel so sad. Anytime I see you go, it make me feel bad. Red, red wine, you make me feel so fine. Monkey packing music and the sweet red, red wine, you give me what
The Mike Rutherford Show was brought to you by United Mechanical. John Burke